Alright. We're going online. Update the stream. 2.5. And F back and giveaway. PV and giveaways. Alright. Let's update the title and hopefully things will be okay. That's a problem right there. God damn Windows updates. Alright, so that will work. Sun is going to be a pain today, it seems, but that's okay. We'll work with it. We will work with it. Alright. Alright, here. Going live. Twitch.tv /CoachFliperon. Oh, okay, so that's fine. That works. Let's see if other things are not working this morning. It's really pain, real pain right there, that this is not working as I would love it to, but oh well. Oh, we have a choice here. Hey, hosting the channel, thank you, sir, appreciate it. Deeply appreciated. Yeah, I'm a bit unprepared this morning, to say the least. What's happening right now is that work is killing me, basically. Usually I prepare on the Saturdays, and I worked all Saturday yesterday until late, and this morning even. And when I finally came around to do some streaming, I rebooted my PC as I always do. There was a Windows update. I said, well, oh yeah, might as well do it. There, 9 times out of 10, even greater than that, like 99% of the time, it's just small update, goes through really fast. And this morning it was a major update for Windows, and now my virtual audio cables are not working. All sorts of weird stuff is happening with the PC. I'm really not pleased with that, but that is the way of things. So we're just going to update the hey, I'm another host, thank you so much, appreciate it. I can see it right now, I'm updating the stream notes. Griff Bruce, thanks so much for the hosting. Thank you so much, sir. So it will be AZ1, and then draft it out, draft the pack, just 9 until 10 will be 10:15, and then 10:15, 15 plus, who knows. All right. At least the agenda for today is updated now. Let's see what else. I hate these big updates, and when things starts not moving as I would love them to. But we'll make do with what we have, I guess. No way around that at this point in time. Updating things around, go first. Hey, what Andrew, how are you doing today? If you're with Windows 10 and they propose you to update your PC right now, be very careful with it. Just ran through a major update that did not intend to do just before the stream, and now all sorts of things are not working alongside my audio setup. So right now, if audio is a bit worse than usual, is my bad. All right, so here we're going to play Majesty on turn 3. Oh, do we wait turn 4 for Periwinkle? I don't think we're waiting turn 4 for Periwinkle. Just going to go with Might Singer and pass the turn. So, with the announcement of the next PV, the next event for XTCG, I figured I'd be doing some PvE, reviewing some decks and looking at, what makes sense if we want to farm the new cards for the Haunted Harvest event. So, oh yeah, I tried a few. Actually, I've got one running right now that needs to be updated. So we might for Frostring Arena. So we might just start working on that today as well. So the event is from the 18th to November 1st. So yeah, we're going to here. We're going to do best deck ever. It's good. It's really good. Although it's less reliable than the other bigger combos that we have right now in the game, but it's still very, very, very strong. Oh, come on. Come on. We had a double damage Dreamweaver Ancient on the board. Oh, that's unfortunate. It really is. But we do have a Dreamweaver on the board. We're going to have Periwinkle Mine very soon and another Dreamweaver Ancient. So we're not in a bad spot either. Going to get the Periwinkle out and pass the turn. So this is an old brew for the for the Elf Warrior. Nothing new, just a Ram deck really. With fun cards. That's pretty much the name of the game right there. Let's see what we get. We do get another Dreamweaver. Okay, so going to play this like an idiot, and yeah, might as well play the other one after playing the white shard. But anyway, okay, so we are set. There's two interaction with the new with the new cards that I really like with this Ram deck with Majesty and the Crowd Wars is that Dreamweaver Ancient, there's a wire talent that makes all champion receive 1 more combat damage every time. So Dreamweaver Ancient essentially does 5 damage instead of 4, which is pretty significant for the troop that you get. Also, there's a double damage gem, so hitting a double damage Dreamweaver Ancient makes him hit for 9. And at 9, there's not a lot of stuff, and they're all crazy good. So it's always a fun time with that. So here do we go with double Majesty or double Dreamweaver? And I think we're just going to go for the big thing. Nothing on the first one, that's sad. Just a Brave. And next one, nothing again. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Put the Brave. All right. So we are going to have some fun next turn with the Dreamweaver. For now, we might as well draw a card. All right. So I guess the plan is double Dreamweaver next turn. Wasn't there 2 or 3? There's only 1 9 cost? What's the cost on Triumvirate? Wasn't it 9? I have to check that. I thought it was 9. What's the cost of Triumvirate? Is it 8? Costs 9. Cost 9, yeah. Cost 9. There's a few. Actually, if you're playing PVE as well, there's more. So there's Redwood Colossus, there's Triumvirate, there's Soul of Rhaegar, and there's Unbound 1. These are the 4, and they're all very, very good. So Oh, it's not a white troop. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I'm. Yeah, that's not the way it works. Yeah, that's not the way it works. Sorry. You're right. That's even better then. Okay, so white shard here. And where do we go with that? Seems I have a visitor right now. What are you doing? You found me. You want to come and play? Okay. Seems that we have help here. All right, where do we go from there? I think we go quadruple Dreamweaver. Oh. You want nuts? I can give you a few nuts. Here. Yes, yes. Yes. So, that's the rule. When the little boy comes here, we give him some nuts. Alright. No! Don't put your head in the cup. You should have a few now. Take it. Alright. Alright. No, let's put it on. Here it is! Ta-da! Okay, back to the game. Minus 22, we should be good. That's okay. This is what PvE is about. All for the big plays, having some fun, having decks with higher variance, but that doesn't really matter because, you know, well, you can account for a portion of the variance since we have a free mulligan, and that's something a lot of people building PvE decks don't necessarily keep in mind. So it's okay to have a bit more, you know, swingy decks. Particularly in PvE, the ramp decks are are a notch better than in constructed. They would be just for the free mulligan with 7 card. It's really easy for you to, you know, when you usually play ramp decks in constructed, the problem is that you often just bricks, and you don't, you know, when you hit a hand full of ramp or a hand full of high costing card, and then you do nothing, and you know, over big tournaments like 10 rounds tournaments, you're bound to have a problem at some point, and that's why, you know, it's rare to see these ramp decks do fairly well in these kinds of tournaments. But here, that's a bit of a different story, since in PvE, not only you can just, you know, if you lose, you just restart the game, no problem. Dungeons are a bit, you know, a bit worse on that front, but with the free mulligan, it's really easy to just get a new 7 card in and just start wrecking people. So here we're facing, do we go Majesty or do we go the Crowd Wars? I think I'm going Crowd War, Majesty first, and if we draw a shard next, we can Crowd Roar. I think that's the what makes the most sense. And we get the Splinter Slam that is not trained. That's a shame though. But it's one with double damage, so it's going to be fun. That is going to be super fun. Alright, so next. Discard this. Goes back to the deck. Hit for 3, no problem. Here. Acorn, and we're going to pre-combat the Crowd Roars. Puck, Guardian, and a Shard, that's fine. And not too bad of a turn 4. Attacking for double damage with this guy and nearly kills him. And we get a copy. So Splinter Slam, every time it deals damage to a player. Create a Splinter's plan and put it into your hand. When another plan you control does combat damage to an opposing champion, create a copy of that troop and put it into your hand. So if I have 2 in play, I get like crazy amount of these guys in my hand. Here we're going to use Puck first. We're at 8 resources. We're missing a wild shard, so we're going to play this. And we have trained one. This one is trained, so we're going to fuel fire first. See if we draw something nice. We don't. Alright, so Ancient, and here we're just attacking with everything, and should be a nice swing here. 4 minus 17 and a win. So it's not the fastest deck around, but it's just a fun deck with big troops, with you know, Majesty with double damage, and the Crowd Wars. You draw 3 cards, you play all of them, and you can get these crazy draws. And even if you get just, you know, accelerators with the champion power of the warrior, the elf warrior that provides 2 resources, and you can just consistently hit it on turn 2. That means on turn 2 you always have access to 4 resources. So yeah, that's a big thing here. And I'm using a bunch of elves for the acorn, since we don't have the well of ancients yet. It will come out with, likely come out with 6/6, but for now still pretty good. So here we are going to get a wild, and I'm not going for Puck first. We're going to go with Performer just to draw a card. Well of Savagery, that's right. It's not Ancient. Ancient is the Diamond Sapphire one, is it? Yeah. It's that one. Alright. So here we're going to have a big turn. Drawing a card. So turn 3. Get 2 resources at 5. So that, you know, the warrior, the elf warrior is really great. I mean, you can add it 4 resources on turn 2 or 5 resources on turn 3 without any other accelerant. And that's why I'm playing Majesty and the Crowd Wars, that you can play them on turn 2 or turn 3, and usually that's the end of the game if you do that. Here we're going to take a Dreamweaver Ancient with double damage, and it is trained. So trained is one of the warrior's talent that you can choose, that, you know, when at the start of the game, if you have more than 20%, 15% or 20% of your deck are troops, I believe it's 10 will get trained, and 25% of your troops gets trained. And trained means that they get +1/+1. There's also another talent that works with trained troop, is that it provides them with speed. But yeah. Alright, the next one. Where do we go from there? So Periwinkle with Splam. Periwinkle is a win condition on her own, since I'm running the head equipment for her. It's just a way to draw more Majesties and Dreamweaver Ancients. And we've even got a Crowd Warrior here that we'll be able to play on turn 2. So all is good. All is good and well. So we're playing 3 Crowd Wars because of the restrictions, and 3 Majesties. So we pretty much nearly always have one, either of them in the starting end. And unless we get a very bad whiff, usually that's more than enough. And a Splam and a Dreamweaver. Look at that. No one is trained, but the Dreamweaver is always a speed. And if he doesn't block, we get a 5 cost troop because of the added damage with the warrior talent. That's supposed to be a downside, right? All champions receive 1 more damage for every time they receive combat damage, but it turns out that with the Dreamweavers and all the other good stuff that you can get, they're pretty decent. Now I really want to play the right cards instead of doing misplays, but besides that, we're good. That Might Singer was not a play at all. but we're going to run with it. We're still winning that game pretty easily after this the crowd wars. Could have been better though, but yeah, let's just Chlorophilia and let's just attack. Let's just attack. That champion, King in Months in particular, if he keeps any resources open, that means he has Repel in hand. So you want to be careful with that if you're playing that dungeon a bunch. It's for me, that's the dungeon that I like the most for farming. It's fairly quick, and the last encounter is pretty much you know, guaranteed win. So very easy to wrap up a lot of games in a short amount of time. And when the last time there were convocation packs, I know a lot of people that were running this dungeon just because of it. Here's perfect. Would like to say Ruby Shard at some point, but we're fighting the Chain Goliath, so we do have time to grab one. And we are in the play as well, so that's great. Just going to play the Performer, pass the turn. Now we really want to draw shards, right? And we draw a Ruby Shard, that's perfect. Going for Periwinkle. Next turn we're going to draw some cards. Fuel the Fire if we don't draw a shard. We did draw a shard, so yeah, let's just go Fuel the Fire. Perfect, excellent. Do we want to draw 5 cost? With 2 Majesties in hand, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's not worth it. Let's just make sure that we draw the 5 cost with the Majesty instead. Chain Goliath's at 33. It unleashes at 20, below 25, 27. Not remember. It's like 20, 27, something like that. So here we do get a double damage Dreamweaver enchant, because that's more fun. And we will get a double damage Calamity. So that's 9 plus 21. That's pretty much the kill, right? So we're going to go for the kill here. And that will wrap up this this run. Just like that. And we're getting some nice packs. Woohoo! Nothing legendary here, nothing here. That's okay. Getting some gold. And you can see it, it's pretty quick. You know, even with me talking and having my toddler coming in for some snack, we're able to wrap things up fairly quickly. So again, it's not the most efficient list at all. It's just a fun list that I like. You know, I like playing this these bigger decks in PvE just because they're fun, right? You can do some big powerful things, and even if there's a bit more variance, that's not too bad. You can have fun. So for those interested in the list, this is what it looks like. This is a champion level 9 though. It's max level. So if you start a new one, you might have you know, more restrictions, but it should be more or less the same. You know, for the accelerant, I'm running 3 Braves and 2 Chlorophyllias, and I'm strongly thinking right now to remove the ramp altogether and just but we'll see. I still like this. I'm running Puck as well, since we have a decent amount of troops that are a 5 cost plus, and there's tons of ways to draw them. 2 Fuel the Fire just to draw more cards, Performer to draw more cards and enable the Acorn, Might Sing Averages because she's just good and she draws cards. One of I wanted to have one more elf, and Troubadour is not that bad. It's not great, but it's still a ramp, right? But thinking about it, I might just... I think, you know, when you go into the late game and you're stuck with a lot of cards that cost very high in your hand, that's always great to have a Troubadour, since it's likely going to provide you with more than 1 resource a turn. And that's why I'm choosing to run him instead of the Minstrel, for instance. Periwinkle with the Head Equip, she's just insane. Not only does she copy his 5 cost cards, but you can exhaust her with no cost at quick action to draw to look at the top 5 cards of your deck and take a 5-cost card, put it into your hand just like that. Just crazy value. I see a lot of people running this Ram deck with Chlorophylla at 1 instead of the head equip for Periwinkle, but I do strongly believe that it is in most cases a mistake. Because Periwinkle, usually Periwinkle is bad if you have her on the field and you have an empty hand. That's really bad. Like she does stone cold nothing. With the head equip, however, she's her own enabler. And that's a whole new kind of worm, right? Because if she's enabling herself, that means that you're always hitting her power. There's no game where you play Periwinkle with this head equip that you're not hitting her power. And that's pretty much winning the game. So this is why you... There's very little, you know, builds where you play Periwinkle with a lot of 5-cost cards that you don't want to play the Actor's Cap. You might want to go with more ramp, for instance, if you're not playing an Elf Warrior, because Elf Warrior provides a ton of ramp. And if you don't have a ton of ramp, maybe you need to favorize ramping more, because you just can't play your 5-drops when you have Periwinkle in play if you don't have access to 5 resources. But that's usually not that hard to get. You know, this is the core of the deck, the Crowd Wars with the Weapon Equip and the Majesty with the double damage gem. Why do we play double damage gem? Because we have the Calamities, which are a straight up win, and Dreamweaver Ancient, as we discussed in the chat a few minutes ago, with double damage and the champion power from the warrior that add 1 more to combat damage. This always spawns a Redwood Colossus if you hit and if it doesn't get blocks. Eternal Guardian, that's just a very, very good card. There's a few challenges in the Adventure Zone 1 where getting an Eternal Guardian on turn 2 or 3 is just, you know, most of the encounters, it's just a straight up win. And there's not a lot of decks in the PvE challenge that can come back from that. There's like 1 encounter, maybe 2. So it's always just a straight up win when you hit them, so that's why you include them. Right now I'm playing with the Splinter Slam. I really love them. They cost 10, but they get cost reduction with the Ruby and White threshold, so it means that it's a 5/5 for a 5/5 crush for 5 with a power that copies itself. So it's kind of very nice. You know, if you hit it with the Majesty or the Crowd Wars, that's always fine. If you just hit 1 damage to the opponent, you get another one, so you're never, you know, in the late game when you have no card in hand, and you can just play that guy and attack every turn. And its power pertains to plants, and guess what? This is Avatar of Destruction. It's not a plant, sorry. It's not a plant, but it looks an awful lot like a plant. Alright. And this was just, you know, for funsies. It should really just be another big troop. But I just like Rite of Zakir, and right now I'm playing it. If we're not playing it, we've got a trinket slot open, so that's always good. So the big thing though is that I'm not sure that we have a good troop. A good big troop with a trinket slot. Let's see if we can find one. Or I could just add another health to the mix. We don't want to have a double Ruby card. It's mainly a white deck, so let's see if we go show all by let's go rarity. Let's see what we have. Matriarch of Flame, we're not into Ruby that much. We really want a troop, so let's just stick with troops for now. Troops. Okay, we still have the artifact troops. We could go with Darkheart, but without speed it's not that great. We could try, we could try the Eternal Invoker. The first non-resource card you play each turn is free. Master Moss is great. Sin is always very, very, very good. With the flight and the evasion. I think playing a free card every turn with a deck like that is often enough to win a game. But I think I'd rather have something that goes really big in that slot. So either a Jadeem that we can most of the time play on turn 3 with a champion power activation, but I think I'd rather have a Sin here. And maybe we want 2. We've got enough ramp that we can play this on turn 5 or 4, even without you know, hitting it with Majesty and Crowd War. Maybe you want 1 less Calamity, but yeah, it's straight up win. I like the Splinter Slam, but maybe we do 1 less. Jadeem has an equip that creates a random troop, but you know, that's not really reliable. That's the thing. We've got some speed dudes, and maybe we trade. I really love the Splinters plan, so 1 less Eternal Guardian doesn't seem to be right. How many resources do we have? We have 24. I don't think we want to go to 23. We could cut Fuel of Fire. I think we have enough draw, right? We could cut Fuel of Fire and even add one more big thing that wins the game. Let's try. I'm curious about Invoker. Let's try Invoker. Let's try the Invoker here. So that's a lot of targets, right? For the Majesty and the Crowd War, we have 3, 5, 7, 10, 12, 13 hits here with some ramp. Let's review the elves. Let us review the elves. Alright, so let's just go by cost. We'd want something that draw card or provide ramp. Right now we got a performer that draws card when we play 5 cost cards. But it also feels like if we're playing 5 cost cards, we're winning most of the time. So does it really matter to draw a card when we're already winning? Not sure, right? So maybe we want to replace them with more elves that ramp. Maybe Lyricist? Lyricists provide 1 resource every turn, just straight up 1 resource every turn. You don't need to work for it. I guess that works. Or we go with more Troubadour, but I don't like Troubadour. I like ramping on 2, not on 3. Actually, maybe we remove the Troubadour and we just go with 3 Lyricist here. So that would be 3, 6, 9. 9 sources of ramp. Yeah, I like that. I like 9 sources of ramp here. And we could even... Do we go lower than 14 sources of ruby? I don't think so. I think we're good with the ruby. We don't have an even, you know, we just have double wild in it. So that's the beauty of this build, is that it's very light on thresholds. We have empty equipment slots though. Let's just try to see if we can fill them. So slots. And Trinket is not used right now, so we have 2 possible. First one, Crowd Wars removes a blocker. That's very good. But with that kind of deck, it doesn't matter that much. Puck, when it deals damage to an opposing champion, reveal the top card of your deck. You may put a reveal troop in your hand. If you don't have... That's good if you play Puck on 2, they don't have blocker, and yeah, this doesn't like that much. I think we're just going with Crowd War here. Let's see if we have... We don't have any feet equipped. I don't have any boots for this deck. Maybe we take a minute to look at the boots here. See if we can find something. And the rares and legendary boots. Maybe we'll find something nice for the deck. Warpstone. Prospero is nice. It's very good, but it doesn't really fit the deck at all. Dance of Dusk, Angus. Angus for 4 resources void something. Nah, that doesn't work, right? Silent Blade Sensei, it's not in our shards. Spiritualist with Sapphire. We could be playing now. Well, instead of Might Singer of Ages, we could be. What did I just do? Okay, we could be playing the chef here, because the chef, one at random, a troop gets +1/+1, gain 1 permanent resources, or gain 1 health. We could run the chef. There's 2 chances out of 3 that we receive some amount of ramp because of the champion power activation. So the chef instead of Might Singer would be good, but Might Singer is so good. Really hard to not go with Might Singer in that slot. Purging Flame, Slab, Chained Peak, Yeti. What the? Defensive, 1 shot, 1 other Yeti interplay under your control. This gets this, may attack. Another Yeti enters play under your control. This gets +2/+3 crash. Chain Yeti 1 this deal combat damage. Create a baby Yeti and put it in your hand. Self-enabling. Maybe there's a Yeti deck that we could build. All the Yetis. Fortify other sheet. This has -1 cost in all zones for each orc you control. It's not so great. Yeah, and at this point we're in the weird territory of equipments. The Raptor is nice. I love the Pack Raptor, but we really don't want it. 3 Pack Raptors. Shroom Party, sacrifice, Shroom Kid out of counter. No. Ardent Decree. When this interplay, create a random order troop. No, random troops. Don't want that. Fury Seeker. Wildwood Dancer. You play an additional resource on each turn. And it does give +1/+1 to your other troops when you play resources. So that somewhat of a source of ramp. And it also pump our small troops if we don't get, you know, the big rampy things going on. It might be better than the Might Singer actually in the deck. Because we don't really want to draw the 7 cost troops most of the time. So, maybe we want Wild Road Dancer. Still a useful boost. I think it's +2 on the other troop. What troop are you referring to? Right, Wide Road Dancer might be something here. Might be an improvement. I use Road Dancer in a lot of PvE decks. Yeah, it's a sniper. Let's see if we get. I think if we're replacing Might Singer, Wildwood Dancer is the same kind of power level. Oh, Bug Walker. We don't have that in our deck. What does it do? When this die put into your hand, it gets +2. No, we don't. Not interested in that at all. We have a feat equip open, and we could also have a trinket. So might as well review the trinkets quickly to see if we find something that we like. Predatory Prey, Dinosaurs, no. Slaughter Gear, that's not the right one. Slaughter Gear, Replicator maybe? We don't play a lot of rubies. That's, yeah. Redwood Dancer phone, Sky Dancer. Redwood Dancer, okay. For Diamond Yeti by switching through some weapon equips. Yeti Traba. Gargolith. The thing is, in PvE, at least for the dungeon that I'm farming, I don't really need special on my troops at all, actually. But Gargaret is pretty good. I'm not even sure. Does Gargaret has an equip? Let's just look at the trinkets real quick to see if we're missing something nice here. Zakir with the trinket. 2 power Zakir is just overkill. We could play Replicator as a 4/4. It would always cost a lot at the start of your turn. Create a replica or something and get speed. Now, I do love the Replicator though. But if it replicates anything, you know, any of these, we're already winning anyway, so... And it's not winning the game by itself. Rat of Zakir is a way to win the game by itself. But, yeah. We're looking... Right now, we're looking at these 3 cards here, the Might Singer slots, and see if we can put something else here. Ideally, would like card draw, enabler, something that bridge the gap between the accelerator and the big cards. Squirrel, no. Cerberus with deals triple damage. With double damage, add stack it on it, it's nice. Ready this, there's an additional phase followed by an additional main phase. Cerberus is cute. This is for the Chain Goliath burning something like that. Performer, we added in the deck. We just treated it with because it's really the problem with Performer is that when it's drawing cards, you're winning. You're playing 5+ cost cards, and if that's what you're doing, you're winning. So that's why I wanted to change the slot and just have something else. We actually just added more big things. Let's see. Puck has an equip trinket, but that's not great. Oration with 50% chance to put it back into your hand could be a thing, but that's not. Yeah, that's not. Transcendence, no. Naiad. When this attacks, put a resource from your deck into your hand. We could play a Naiad in this slot. It's pretty much the same function as the Wide Road Dancer. Just that when she attacks, she provides a resource back. So if you're short on resource, you always can get some in play. That's nice. Plants you control have Spell Shield. That's great, but I'm pretty sure this will be relevant in upcoming Inventor Zone 2. I fully expect that the AI will have a lot more interaction with us with Inventor Zone 2. Balthazar. Balthazar again in PvE is the same problem, right? If you have something big on the board, you're already winning. So drawing cards at that point, it's not like, you know, in Constructed it's pretty good because you don't expect to be winning with just one troop, but in PvE, at least in Adventure Zone 1 right now, you can clearly expect to win if you have one big troop on the board that is speed or something similar. So that's why I'm not a fan of Root Dancer. Mold Mass. Yeah, I think let's just try switching the Might Singer for the Dancer. And use the equipment. Hello? Set filters. Use the boots here. What do we have for the chest? Actually, I'm tempted to use the... No, I don't... Yeah. No, puck drawing cards is good. Puck drawing cards is good. I think we're good. Do we want to review the threshold distribution? I think we're... Yeah, we're mostly okay with that. Just give it a run here. Sex sleeve. Just find an appropriate sleeve. I think we're playing Ruby Wild. I think this one is pretty appropriate. Alright. That works. So let's try this build here. So we've got a lot of troops, but we do have a few that have cost reduction. And Periwinkle and Puck. All sorts of nice stuff. Alright, so I'm running the Tomb of the Rose Knights dungeon. So with the upcoming Haunted Harvest event, this is the dungeon I'll be farming. We could farm with a very aggressive deck, but the alternate art of Embers is a chest sleeve. Why don't we have the sleeve? Not sure what's going on here, but the list is clearly updated since we have an invoker here. This is a keep. We could go turn 3 Dreamweaver if we want to, but I think we're just going turn 3 Periwinkle, and then turn 4 we bring the pain. Oh, I don't expect the pack to be worth anything. It's just that I want to farm a playset of the cards, really. Because I do think that the card is good. I really love it. So, Dreamweaver Enchant now, or... I guess on an empty board. Does Muxum have any interaction early on in the game? I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's too good to pass, right? Just straight up Dreamweaver Enchant into a 5-cost troop, and then next turn we've got a kill. Oaken's Druid, alright. It's nice. I like to get something for the dungeon loot at the same time. Chain Goliath hype! And here we're just right. Vattering up everything. Actually, we're just going to vatter up this guy and then this one. Attack. Just a good old Dreamweaver Ancient win. AI just abandoning the will to live and not blocking here. Let's go on to the next one. I want to play the Invoker. That's the card I want to test a bit with. We currently have 1 in the deck. Could go up to 2 to test, maybe. Maybe. Let's see, work is still going on. Alright, so... Brave Sin, Ridewood Dancer... It's not great, is it? No, it's not great. This is better. We get to play Dreamweaver on turn 3. Yeah, I don't think we want any 3-drops in this deck because of the... yeah, 3-drops just don't work. So it's either a 5-cost or a 2-cost, but we don't want 3-drops. That really doesn't work well. So we're going to change that. Yeah, 3-drops just don't work with this build at all. Since Convo. Yeah, 150 runs is a bit of a high mark. I think I ran like 50 at best. Yeah, anything that costs more than 2 should be 5 and above. And unless it's Periwinkle. I feel that that's the only one that's worth going for at this point. So yeah, we're going to change that. The Ridewood Dancers really doesn't work at all. Oh, nice. Krokazor! Maybe we just add Krokazor to have a bit more control. But we're not going to be able to have 3 white thresholds on turn 3 most of the time. Majesty, let's do this. Oh, we can't. And I'm misplaying a bit here, but it doesn't really matter much. The new Scarecrow PvE card with the equip is pretty great. Pretty great. So we're going to exit this dungeon here and all right. Here we go. I heard something break, but let's just doesn't seem to be serious. All right. I will not, as usual. I really just can't. I don't have the time, but so we don't want a 3-drops. That's the conclusion here. The only 3-drop we'll be playing is Periwinkle. So we could be playing 4-drops. 4-drops works. It does work. So maybe we just want to go with cost here, and it might not be a troop. So what kind of 4 cost do we have? 4 or 5 cost. Actually, I think it would be easier to just go with this and search on XTCG browser for this. Hey, I Stab People, how are you doing this morning? So all cards and shards, we're going to go shardless, ruby, and wild, and we want to have, let's just look at the forecast. So what can we do on turn 2 with the forecast? We can Infinity Engine, that's not great. Deployment order, that's not what I want to be doing. Let's start as your turn, sacrifice a card, draw a card, no. Cube, when a troop dies, no. We don't have suck-at cards, so Jankbot is great, but we need to add a bunch of cards, and I don't want to do that. Let's see. My 4 good troops are caffeine, sugar, salt, and fat. Let's see. Electrofry, no. Anything double ruby we can't, right? That's just not possible. Art of Embers, no. Lava Shaper, no. We're not adding Baby Yetis for that. Speed at the end of the turn, put this into your hand, a 5-2. Not enough. Major Socket, when this interplay create a socket at random troop. No, not interested in random. Savas Familiar at the start of your turn. No. Wolvier Baseeker Berserker. When this interplay, one of the following at random. Crush, Rage, Speed, no. Parallel Evolution, no. Create 5 Fruit of Cineon and put them into your deck. There's a Gloves and Weapon. Draw 2 to 4 cards at random, gain 2 to 10 health at random, gain 2 to 6 charges at random. Wow, that seems powerful. Maybe we want to run Simeon's Bounty. Huh. Do I have some? Boom. I don't have any. Okay. Huh. But I don't see any equipment though. Okay, so they're there. So do we have the fruit plucker? Gloves. Gloves are the splinter, but we can switch them. That would be a nice card to test. So, Simeons, let's first see what kind of cost does that one has. Simeon Bounty. And that seems like a nice thing to do on turn 2. Draw 2 to 4 card, gain 2 to 10 health at random, 2 to 6 charges at random. That's insane. That's exactly what this deck wants. That's perfect. That's just perfect. This is exactly what we want to be doing. So, and we want the fruit pluckers. Fruit pluckers. Do we have that? This is exactly what I want to be doing. Fruit. Fruit. Fruit pluckers. We don't have that. Okay, so this is officially what we want to get. Let's see. Would you like to save change? Yes. But it doesn't like me because we're missing some cards. So what we'll do is that we'll add a random card in that slot for now. Just had a tree silk. All right, so I think that's exactly what we want to be doing. Bounty. Let's just hope that there's a few. Okay, so there's one. Let's see if there's more. Simeon. That's a very powerful card. What's the price of the equip? Plucker. Wow, it's dirt cheap. Even buy one for gold. I think people are not picking up on that card. That's just crazy. With the equip, it's just the best card draw ever for a while. Oh, I think we got something here. I think we find something nice, and they're all floor price. Let's just get a set, really. Should have 3 by now. We got the equipment. And just missing 1. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Yeah, that was an event a few months ago. So I was missing one of the equipment though. What's the last equipment? Let's just go back to deck builder. But I love this guy, this equipment. I think like doing that on turn 2 is just insane, right? And you might just get all the charges back, so you can use the champion power back again on turn 3. There's a good chance you can just use the champion power back on turn 3. Simeon. Okay, so this is the new thing that we're doing. Ram depth with crazy card draw. Alright, what's the other equipment? The other equipment is a weapon, so we're clearly not changing the weapon, but create a fruit of Simeon for each plan you control. Yeah, that's not what we want to be doing, but Bounty on turn 4, yeah, we're doing it. We're clearly doing this. This is what's happening right now. 3, 6, 9. Oh, but we're very low on elves though. Since we're not running Might Singer anymore, so I don't think the Acorn can make the deck now. That's a problem. Do we... Maybe we cut 1 Acorn? Yeah, that's sad. That might be a consistency issue. We're just running 9 elves. Do we still want the other acorn? Yeah, let's go down to 3 for now. For further, but might acquire a bit different in this deck. Plant garden. Yeah, plant garden is not what you're doing here. So here we want to be playing a 4 cost on turn 2 or a 5 cost on turn 3. And if 4 costs, we now have 6 4 costs. For turn 2, we have a bunch of white. We have 6 5s. Well, really, it's, yeah, 6 5s on turn 4, on turn 3. And the rest is just ramping and just drawing more cards. Let's try this one. I love it, but let's try to change the sleeve. Didn't really work last time, so just put this one by default for now. Save. And the champion power that we're running is the you begin the game with 2 charges. This is extremely important. You don't run this build without this one. All combat damage dealt to champion increased by 1. Again, battle deals 1 more damage is fairly relevant. And of course, Dreamweaver Ancients love this one. Battle costs 1 less, very important. You are dealt no damage when you battle a troop. That's sometimes relevant. But it could be switched to something else. But I don't think... I don't really think we have anything else that we want for this one here. That we could get. Train troop with train troop have speed here is very important, very key to the build. So the change that we could make is when you play a warrior, gain charge. Let's see if we have warriors in the deck. We have Braves are warrior. Puck is a cleric. These are rangers. Periwinkle is a mage. Ugh. Doesn't really work here. Spirit. Yeah, we just really have the Braves as warriors, so I think we're keeping the no damage on battle. Because we don't really have other options, really. I don't think the rest... Battle does 1 more. We want the one battle cost 1 less. We could, yeah, we could just remove the train troop with speed and go for discard a card at random when you battle a champion, but we're winning before that matters really. Battle could be dealing 1 more. I can see that. Dealing 4 is significantly better than 3 for the battle. If you have ways to generate charge, that's just crazy good, but that's not what we're doing with this build, so I think we're sticking with that. I think we'll be sticking with that, so let's just try this run. Wait, what? Let's just try this. Alright. This build has no removal, but you know, you don't need removal when you're planning on winning on turn 4 or 5 with crazy big troops that you play for free. Yeah, I should be removing the notes right there. I've been reviewing the talent tree without you seeing it. That's great. You need to tell me these things, guys. Alright. Next one. Oh, and we got a bounty. We have to play the bounty on 4 on turn 2, right? That's mandatory. That's what we want to be testing here. So create 5 Fruit of Summon and put them into your deck. So Centurion, play this for free. Oh wait. I'm dumb. I'm extremely dumb. I thought that this was the fruit, but it's not the fruit, it's just creating fruit in our deck, so that's not how it works at all. That's not how it works at all, so yeah, that's bad. It's just bad. That's just not worth it at all. That doesn't work. Back to the drawing board. This doesn't work. This doesn't work. Abort mission. Abort mission. Alright. Abort mission. That's just not how it works. I knew something was wrong, right? When I saw that, I was like, why the hell no one includes that card in their deck? It's just stupid strong, but yeah, it creates cards that are strong, but it's not strong itself. So that doesn't work. Okay. We had a glove equipped that was glove equip. Okay. Okay. So back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. Let's see. This. Yeah, that's misreading cards. So 4 drops. What else do we have? Plant Garden. No. Ankylosaurus. Prior Harvester. When this center play, create a barrier legion for each troop that died this turn. No. Rendell Warden. Start your turn. Choose at random. No. No. Lady Valerie. If we could be playing that, that would be awesome. But we can't. Mold Mask. Create and play. Void. 3 troops in your crypt. No. We're not playing dinosaurs, but this one is great. When it's into play, choose target troop you control. Troop you control that shares a trait with it. Get +1/+1 when this die, create a seed pod. We don't really plan our troops dying. Yeah, I think we're done with the 4 drops. Let's see if we have 5 drops. That would be great. 5 drops on turn 3. Fallen Singularity, no. Ballspass Zeppelin, no. Dark Heart, what gems do we put in Dark Heart? We don't have double damage, it's already taken. We're playing Ride Ruby. There's no speed. It might be speed with, yeah. I don't think I like Dark Heart really. We could play playing Drew. That's just straight good old Drew's Walker on turn 3 every game. We could be playing Eternal Sage. Make a Hive, Optimatron, -1 in all zone for each card in your deck. It's not great. Is there any equipment for this guy? There's a trinket, that's interesting. When you draw this, bury the top 5 cards of your deck. Sure. It's not that great though. Slaughter Gear at 5 is insanely good, but we can't use the whip on equip. And speed on a 2/2 that deals double damage for 5 with Swift Strike. I don't think it's worth it. It might, but yeah, it's not right. Let's see. Crown of Primal. Zakir's Frenzy on turn 3. Great random action. No. Whim target troop transforms. No. Cinder Walker. When this attacks, add 2 burning counter to each opposing champion. It's close, but no. Dreams Scorn. Fornery. Gorseeker. Master of Masks. Alright. So 1 shot, 0. Gain 2 resources. Okay. This is a chest though. What do we have for chest in the deck? We have... Oh, we could change the chest equip. I'm open to that. Changing chest for X transform into a random troop with cost X, then get at the end of turn revert this. So we play that on 3 with a champion power activation. Then on turn 4 we have 2 resources. If we get it for free with Crowd Wars, it's okay, but it's 2 ruby thresholds. Close. Sacrifice another troop you control, revert this. Each of your cards possess dreaming. Instead, I've created 2 love children, put them into play. Yeah, that's not what we want to be doing, right? When this ready is create a random null, put it into play. Nah, I don't know. Deal combat damage to the opposing champion this turn. One shot ready, and then another troop control. There's an additional combat phase. We could run Zokoi though, because we can give him a crush and something else that might be decent. Chest equip legendary. Each of your cards in Zokoi have 1 Zokoi enter your hand, reveal him, then create a random Hork with 1 cost and put it into play. That's a minor upside, but we could take this. Each card named Zokoi I clear as crush, but we can use a gem for that. I really love the options, so we can't put Twin Strike on this guy, but Jags, the problem with Jags is that it's a 3-cost troop, and we want to be playing 5-cost on turn 3. But Jags is strong, it's pretty strong, it's just, it's not big enough, right? If I'm playing 5-cost on turn 3 with a champion power activating, something like Zokoi with Crush and a major gem, now we're talking, right? That does mean that next turn we get 2 attack phases, and that's pretty much the game here. So Zokoi might be the way to do it. This predatory prey. Why you control it then as well? No. We're already playing Majesty. Primal Lawn is bad. Troops in your deck. No. Double Trouble. Do we have an equip for that? Why you control a rogue or warrior? You may play this for free. Whoa! Really? Why you control a rogue and and a warrior? Okay, and a warrior. That makes more sense. I think for now Zokoi is the leading card here. What is this guy? That's an orange one. We can't play it. Huh. Yeah, I think we're going to try Zokoi as a 5-drop. I think I like that plan. Let's see. So Zokoi. And then we have some nice gems to put in there, and we can use the chest equip here. We still don't have a feat equip, but that's okay. Now, which gems? I think the first one is obvious, right? We want to put Crush and +1 attack. So, Skyguard, Steadfast, Ramp, create a random troop. I don't necessarily like that. We can technically have 1 with double damage, so I think we're taking this. And the rest we could put Swift Strike. Actually, Swift Strike might just be very good. Like 5-cost Swift Strike Crush Troop. Yeah, I like that. And there's 1 with double damage. I think that's fair. And that's I think that's fair. So Zokoi as a 5-cost that can be drawn with Periwinkle. Is this a warrior? It's a cleric. Alright. Okay, so let's try this build now. I think we're getting there. We're getting there. Let's try this build. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. So we'll do one run, and then we can go on with a cracker pack. I have absolutely no preparation for this week, so we're not going to do a meta review. I just worked all weekend and this morning just before the stream. I had some computer problem just when I started the stream, so we're going to wave the heavy stuff a bit on the side for now. Do we want to play Puck on turn 2 or Lyricist? I think we're going for Lyricist into Periwinkle. And again, the head equip on Periwinkle just so good. I think that we're going to remove Chlorophylla from the deck. I think that's one of the next few steps, because we're just playing 5 drops really, and we'd rather play an elf instead of Chlorophylla. Any elf that provides resource, if we can find other ones. Or draw cards to have access to Acorn instead, maybe. Access to 4 now, so this and this. Alright, let's just pass the turn. So all the ramp here, you know, that's the big problem with ramp deck, is that sometimes you get all the ramp with no cards to play with the ramp. That's why the head equipment on Periwinkle is just insanely good. You just play all your ramp and you get to draw, you know, big cards. So here we have access to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's start with Crowd Wars. Free Brave is not that great. We could get 2. Yeah, let's just see if we can draw a 5 cost. Exokoi with double damage. Alright. Create a random here. And we're going to get 2 resources from the Champion Power activation. One for the Brave. One for the Brave with speed. And I'm bad because we don't have the Ruby Threshold. For Exokoi, that was a bit wasted, but that's okay. Exokoi with double damage coming in next turn. Alright. I guess we don't care. You're dead this turn. He's not dead this turn because we don't have the Threshold, but we do have Majesty, so... Alright, double damage Dreamweaver Ancient. That is trained with +1/+1, and we get another one. Eternal Invoker? First card for the turn is free, but we don't have the Threshold. Oh, that's... we already played a card, I guess. Yeah, we already played a card. Alright, so... we just ship, right? Oh, that's nice. Wow, this is nice extended heart here. Just ripping its own flesh right there. No problem. I'm just going to rip everything and kill you. That's just how badass he is. Just rips his own skin to kill you. So yeah, we'll finish this run trying to learn more about the build. I think that... we're removing... we have enough ramp right now. We've got Puck, we've got Lyricist, we've got Braves. We don't need Chlorophylla. And we'd rather have 2 more Elves. And maybe we put back the Might Singers in that slot. I think that would be... that would actually be a good thing. Go first. No. And this is a big yes. So turn 2, Tatiana's Majesty. Titania's Majesty, turn 2. That's going to be great. Going to do this. Alright. Turn 2. Good old turn 2 here. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. And we get a Train Splinter Slam, nonetheless. Nice. Here for 12 damage, and we win on turn 2. Just like that. Just like that. Turns out Majesty with double damage on turn 2 is still pretty good. And people were worried about Majesty with spell shield, with direct damage. Majesty with double damage is extremely strong as well. Eternal format with if Majesty is available in Eternal format, expect to see Majesty with Dreamweavers and Calamities as the core of a deck for sure. Not enough resources. This works pretty well. All right. We're doing this turn 3 now. All right. So we've got our wild. Yeah, we would have needed the ruby here. So okay, we still play puck on turn 2. Actually, we're not playing puck on turn 2. We're going to block this nasty little card here. Or we just use holy water. I think we just use holy water. I really, that's the card I hate the most in PvE. 1 drop, lethal, 1/1. When it does damage to a champion, add a daze counter. And a daze counter means that all your cards cost 1 more for the next turn. So if they're on the play and they drop this guy, you're just wrecked. But we're going to turn 3 Majesty here. Turn 3 Majesty, alright. Turn 3 Majesty into a Invoker with speed. Sadly, we're not attacking with that. But next card we play is free. I really like that. So, free card. We don't have any resource acceleration this turn. So, do we have a train? Fuck, we don't. So, free card would be Crowd War or Sin. Sin is not trained. I guess we go with free Crowd War. Use power. You cannot block. And Brave and a shard and a shard. Alright, so we get a shard. We get a free Brave. It has speed. So we managed to still play Exokoi. This one has Swift Strike. And I'm liking this build a lot right now. I really do. Doesn't have speed though. Ah, that's pain. Doesn't have speed. But yeah, Invoker. I really love Invoker. So we get a free card. I guess free card would be Sin. Then we play Puck and Lyricist. And we just attack with this guy, the Lyricist, this guy, the Brave. And we keep the Invoker. Alright. Deal damage this turn, so we're going to wait. Ready another target troop you control. There's an additional combat phase, followed by an additional main phase. So it doesn't provide speed. We're just going to ready Brave here, and then we attack with yeah, Exokoi is providing one more attack phase. Just really what we want to be doing. I think we want to go. Do we want to go full Invokers? Maybe instead of Sin. Ramdet that can play free cards is usually good, right? Sin does provide you with cards, but after attacking, and it might just be a shard. So I think it's still evasive though, but I think we'd rather have Invokers than Sin. It might just be the next improvement. Yeah, Crowd Roar is just prime time PvE card. As long as there will be PvE, there will be Crowd Wars in multiple decks. And the fact that Majesty exists as well, I mean, these two cards go together hand in hand. And to create some maximum wreckage. Alright, 2 Majesties. So we're definitely going to Majesty on turn 2. And if we get a Calamity, we just win. There's a train one. Is there a train one? There's no train one. We're going to go with the Dreamweaver here for sure. And we're getting a 9 cost, which would be a Radwood Colossus. Here we go. So, here Dreamweaver Ancient. When this deal damage to an opposing champion, create a random white troop with cost equal to the damage dealt. You still want nuts? Oui? Ok. Je vais lui donner un autre petit reflet. Oh. Alright. Escaped. He successfully escaped from mommy, but she still finds him. Alright, next. We pretty much win there, right? Let's just try a card. Hey, that's brave. With speed. A baby Yeti appears. It is. It is very akin to a Yeti at that age. I'm pretty sure. Alright, that worked. We're mowing through this dungeon at a light speed right now. Alright. Here we go. What do we get next? What do we get next? Alright. We're not keeping this. Periwinkle is just a straight up keep against the Chain Goliath, just for the fact that we're going to draw our Majesties and don't even need it. Alright. So Ruby first, then we're going to go with Sapphire, with Wild, Dry Train Troop. Do we want to try Train Troop? Yeah, it might just be an accelerator, so might as well try it. Yeah, perfect. Alright. So next turn, this Brave has speed. So we're just going to put a Ruby Shard, play the Speed Brave, use it, play the Periwinkle, pass the turn. Alright. So this turn we start doing some crazy things like doubling down on Majesty. On turn 4, sadly we get Puck. With double damage, that's not that big of a deal. And we get a Lyricist, I guess, with double damage. That's not great either. Let's draw a card with Periwinkle with it nothing. Alright. 2 Majesties later and a Puck activation. We didn't find a lot and we're very close to the deadline here. Crowd Roar. Alright, saving grace. We'd like to see Majesty though. Let's just start by gaining 3 health. Let's see if we can grab a Majesty. We don't. Wow. Okay. Crowd Wars for 4. We do get a free Majesty. That's great. That's really great. Double free Majesty. Well, okay, so we're getting something. This guy is not trained though. Is this one trained? It's not. So going with Zakoi and yes. So that's 21 damage right there. With the rest, we should be good. Yeah. Okay, so we got a kill. Was on the last turn, but we did get the kill. Trading 2 for 2 double Dreamweaver Ancient, and we're good. The fact that Sight of the Stalker, that's great. That is super great. A Soul of Wrecker. Send the Brave Void target card. And we got some dust. So what do we want to change? I think that the fact that the you might after 20 at 26, or is it 26 or 25? I don't remember. I think we had one more turn. So what do we want to change here? I guess that's what we're doing this morning. We're fine-tuning this deck. So I love the way it works right now. It works really well. We want to remove Chlorophylla because we, quite frankly, don't need it. And that doesn't help by playing the Acorn. I really would like to play 4 Acorn in this deck. So I think we're removing these two to play 2 Elves. Since it doesn't have speed, it does make sense to use Swift Strike instead of double damage on this guy. Swift Strike and Crush. And this one is Swift Strike and Crush. So it's a great blocker with double damage, and then you attack and you win. I like that. Splinter's Plan are great. Yeah, they're 5 cost on turn 5, so I think that's a kind of a nice default. We'd like to run more Invokers. So we're at 6. We're at 9 Elves. Maybe we remove the Chlorophyllias. We play one more Invoker. And we play an Elf. We still have the feat. We play an Elf that costs 2 or 4 or 5. 1, 2, or 1, 2, 4, 5. We don't want 3 basically. This is a weapon, yeah. Chest, when this deals damage on a opposing champion, if the top card of your deck is a plant, put into play. Brush, no. Really, I don't think so. On this damage, if the top card of the deck is a troop draw card. That's okay. We could go with a Performer again as a one-of. What else? We could... A Pupil of Creation? No, that's just... Voice without the speed is bad. If you gain health, no. When you play white card, when you play Valor. I think that the best is Might Singer. Then we go in the trees, but we don't really want the trees. We could play one Potence Prospero with the boot equip. That's a strong one-off, but if that's the case, then we just play one right with Dancer. We could just play a Naiad. Naiad is not an elf though, that's a problem. Gloves. When the center play, create a random cheese. Not convinced. 29, don't you get more important than this? Yeah, that's 25, it transforms, you're right. When an elf enter planar you control, it gets speed. When a troop with 5 cost enter planar you control, it gets speed. So everything has speed. It's a sad thing that there's not a great equip for this elf, because I'd like to play it. Out of Embers is 2 threshold. We could play a Ridicking Reveler Rollicking Reveler. Crush when an opposing champion plays an artifact or a constant. This deals 5 damage to that champion. It's 5 for Crush. I mean... gain 2. What is this command damage to an opposing champion? Target elf you control get +1 attack. That's not what we want to be doing. We could just run a Temptress. Vanilla 4/4. That's an elf? No. Oh, there's this guy. There's gloves for this guy. When the center play elves in your hand at the start of your turn, this is in your hand gets -1 cost. At the start of your turn, if this is in your hand, gets -1 cost until it leaves your hand. So when you play it, it gets, even if it's lower. That's Crush. Not really. This battles a troop. When you have 20 or more health, this has +2/+2. Ember Spire. This on the play. Target troop you control get +2/+2 for each elf you control. That troop gets Crush. That could be it. Like you get it from Majesty and you just pump something like one of your elves that you already have on the board. That could be a thing. And it does have speed. Another target troop you control gets +2/+2 for each elves you control. It has speed. It could be double damage. I guess it's not too bad, right? Maybe we'll play this guy. If we're playing this one for free, that's a whole world of difference. That's another 700 though. We're not in love with Sin. Maybe we'll replace Sin with this guy. I love having more speed in deck. And it's just add more elves. That does make a bit of sense, right? Huh. How many elves do we have? We have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 elves is something. I really would like to run Nerissa though. Nerissa with a chest equip. She's great. And she's got speed. Do we want Nerissa over Might Singer? I don't think so. I don't think so. But now we have enough elves to be playing the next acorn. The last acorn. Alright, so we're evolving the build a bit. Yeah. I don't think there's any other elves that ramp that we could be playing, right? Unless we're playing this guy and I really don't like him. The other option is Soloist, but we're not playing Ruby on the first turn. And it's going to be playing hard to be play Ruby and then Wild for the second turn Nerissa. And we really only have 2 plants in the deck. So that's another thing. But I think let's try Arendelle Sentinel here. Let's try the Sentinel and see if it works. And we've got Swift Strike in this guy, and we don't have Sin anymore, but we have Invoker instead. And yeah, I think that's great. Splinter Slam is not a win. It's not a win on the turn it gets played, and that's the thing I don't like about it. But that's a very resilient threat for the late game if we're stuck. So I think that's worthwhile. This doesn't have any equipment because it would just be even more insane than it is right now, and it's this card is PvE power level. Like, it's a strong PvE card without any equipment. That should tell you how strong it is. Alright, so here we go. Do we have... We don't have a sleeve. Guess we need to select that every time. Okay. Alright, so let's try this build now. Let's try this one. First fight. Last run we went through the dungeon at the speed of light, really. So we'll see. Alright, Majesty. And look at all this good stuff. Do we go Crowd Roar on 2 or Majesty on 3? We do Crowd Roar on 2, right? Yeah, we do Crowd Roar on 2. Alright. Here we go. Crowd Roar on 2 has the advantage that if you draw a few of the accelerators, that's even, you know, that's pretty great. So you don't lose much by doing that. So Crowd Roar, remove the blocker in case we get a speed troop. And we do get Calamity and Majesty. Alright, I think we're just winning on turn 2 then. No big deal. And we even have an Atonal Guardian that is trained. And a free Walking Calamity. And we just attack for casual 11 plus 2... 11, so 22. Not too bad. Not too bad for turn 2. Alright. Next. Next. Alright. That works. And after this run, we're going to do the Crack-a-Pack and the giveaways. So you need to be active in the chat if you want to participate. That's the rule. Let's try to see if we can get another turn 2 win. So we've got Arendelle. We don't have any other powerful stuff, so we're going to roll back. We've got Majesty and some ramp. But yeah, alright, that's better. Majesty on turn 3. That's what we want to see. Alright, here we go. Hey, Golop, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Welcome to the team. Alright, so we're going to do... Here the plan is that we're going to do turn 3 Titania's Majesty. So we'll see how well that turns out. Sad thing to have an acorn without a an elf, but we might just draw one next turn. Hey, flipping all the tables here. What do we discard? I guess we're discarding the Guardian. Makrivolev 81, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Welcome to the team. We get a Crowd Roar, so do we Crowd Roar or Majesty? I think we Majesty, and we might just draw a shard next turn for Crowd Roar if we hit blanks. We did not hit a blank. We've got trained Xokoi or Walking Calamity with double damage. That will end the game on the spot. So turn 3 win here. Thanks for the follow, Evan. Appreciate it. Welcome to the team. I don't participate, I just flip tables. Yeah, that's just fun, right? Flipping some tables, that's always nice. Just relieves a lot of stress. Yeah, you flip the table and then you feel better. Even more so if you don't have to clean up after. Alright, so I feel that this build is becoming fairly tuned at this point. We still want to see if the Arendelle Sentinel will make any difference here, but That's okay. Turn 2 Periwinkle into turn 3 Majesty because we draw it, so I love that. Let's just play this. And of course they have turn 1. They don't have the gold on turn 1. Wow, okay. So, turn 2, is that a trained? We don't have a trained Periwinkle, so. Periwinkle on turn 2. Alright. And then, see if we draw Majesty with Periwinkle. We don't draw Majesty, but we draw a Dreamweaver Enchant. That's more than enough to get this game going. So we're going to get the Ruby Threshold here. And use Champion Power to go up to 5. And then we get 2 Dreamweaver Enchants on turn 3. And we attack with everything. Alright. Just gain some health back, and then get Jadeem and a Shroom Tank. Alright, I guess we win on turn 4. Oh no, one of the Battle Hoppers has negative attack. What will we do? For the fun, oh yeah, we're doing this. I'm not going easy on this AI. I'm not going to go easy. We're going to go very hard. Like Titania's Majesty's copied twice hard. So trained. This Zokoi. Let's just try Arundel. We said we wanted to try this guy, so another target troop you control. How many elves do we have? We have 1, 2. So it's +4/+4 crush. On something. I guess we put this on this guy. It has speed, double damage right now, and we get another one. Okay. No problem. I really love the fact that they have speed though. If anything, we get them with Majesty and they have double damage and speed. I feel it's mostly always going to be relevant. -50 on turn 4. Like that. No problem. No problem. Alright. So, we won on turn 2, then on turn 3, then on turn 4. That's fairly quick right there. That's very, very quick. King Edmund's in his neck is next. Alright, so go first. No. No. Alright, yes. We've got some ramp and we've got a Zokoi, so if we draw any shard, we should be in a decent spot. What dungeons have a high drop rate in our event? They mentioned it in the article at the end in the FAQ. I don't remember the drop rates, but I'm pretty sure they mentioned it in their article. So right now we end up in a situation where the ramp decks are not shining a lot. Is that where you end up with a lot of ramp and no big things to be played? But here we're clearly going to get a resource, play another one. We draw a card that is trained, get a free raider, get Periwinkle going, and next turn we should be able to win. Alright, so that was turn 3. Turn 4 is still looking good because of the Equip on Periwinkle. Alright, so Ruby Shard. That means we can play Zokoi, but we might be able to play something else. Nope, we don't get anything. So, do we have a trained Zokoi? We do. That's great. I think we're just... Wow. And there's another... Oh, it's so unique. That's bad. I think I'm just removing the blocker here. Attack with everything, and then there's another combat phase. Sure. This guy. And then we attack again for the win. Okay, so turn 4 win again. That works. That works. A bit of a misplay there with the champion power, but that's okay. That is okay. A-okay. The problem with this build is that it's really not cheap. So it's not available for most people. That's the biggest problem with playing these nice cards, right? It's just that they're hard to get and they're pricey. We're not keeping that. We are keeping that, I guess. Yeah, we are. The reason I'm keeping that is that we've got one of the tenets that we have is that for it provides a one-shot ability to our champion that for 2 resources we draw a train troop. So turn 2 we have a card draw. If we're feeling gambly, we could be playing turn 3 Majesty, but I don't think we're going to do that. Arendelle here, okay. Yeah, we have time. Alright, we do get a Tusker, which is great. Do we want to Majesty here for 3? We don't have anything to play on turn 4. Might as well. Let's try this. We might just get it lost, but that's okay. It's just Majesty and get something nice. Yeah, sure. Double damage Eternal Guardian is pretty nice, although in this fight it doesn't really work well. But getting Periwinkle here should ensure that we get everything we need. About Puck chess piece over Xokoid chess piece. It seems super. The Puck chess piece, the problem is that you're drawing your big troops, and since we're playing Majesty and the Crowd Wars, we'd rather have the big troops in our deck than in our hand. I understand that Puck does help playing the big troops when you have them in your hand, but most of the time I think I'd be happier to have the Xokoid chess piece for the free orc. So here we're going to get a Splinter's Plan. This one is trained. This one is not trained, so we're going to play it. And pass a turn. We've got one more turn. Maybe not. Okay, we're good. So next turn is we either get a double Majesty. We don't. Okay, so double Splinter Splam. All right. I guess that's more than enough for the kill. Increase the double damage dealing Guardian, and that should be it. I like the random 1-drop instead of drawing a 5 cost, but you know, drawing a 5 cost might just be better. I think there's a good argument for it. Right now, getting the 1 cost did provide us with some additional value, so I think I'm just going to continue to test the random 1 cost, and we're good to go. Regarding the elves, though, I'm really not impressed with the Arendelle, so I think we're going to change that. We're clearly going to change that. So yeah, I just don't like it. I think that's good, but that's not good enough. 5 cost, 2, 3. We've got a bunch of 5 costs, so we want Elf. We want all elves. Are there any elves that I don't have? Except the alternate arts ones. Let's see. There's no elves with speed. We could try the Master of Mask, but that's not great. We're in the double ruby territory, so we might play Art of Embers. It's not that great. Just the car is great on Empower, but we don't have the setup to play it with the Empower. Merry Minstrels with Alpha Legion when the center play create 2 white shards. Could just play Prosperos. I guess. Do we go with a 3-drop or we just play more Might Singers? Trained Sniper with double damage could be pretty brutal. I agree. I do agree. Sniper is pretty good with Crowd Roar. Majesty with double damage on the Sniper might be okay. And Sniper, there's the glove equip is just very, very strong. Do we have Rangers? Cleric. Lyricist is a Ranger, but it only has 1 attack. This one is not a Ranger, that's a Cleric. That's a Mage. That's a Cleric. That's a Spirit. What do we go from there? Do we just go 3 Might Singers? I mean, the build is running a lot of troops, right? So, Might Singer, drawing card, being a late game threat, being an early blocker. It has Crush, so even with the double damage, it's not too bad. I guess Might Singer is just more streamlined version, right? Yeah, I think I love Might Singer here better. Just, you know, lower the curve. Makes that's a fairly relevant 2-drop that will win you the game if it stays on the board. I love the trained sniper though, I really do, but I don't think that's a build for the trained snipers. And I think removing a blocker is more relevant than drawing a card out of the puck here. No, it was getting a free 1 cost arc instead of getting the draw card with puck. A 5 cost card with puck. Is it a card or a troop? A troop. If it would be a card, I would run. That equipment ends down. But since it's only troop and it cannot draw Majesty, yeah, I don't like it that much. I think I like this setup. Do we want to review the threshold requirement? We still have 14 sources of ruby, so that's more than enough to play 2 by turn 5. Not too concerned about that. Yeah, I think this will be the final build. It does make sense, right? It does make sense. All right. Oh, I forget. Wanted to do the draft. The Cracker Pack. So I guess we're going to do a quick one with the final build of the morning here, and then we're going to do Cracker Pack. But I think we have something very solid right now. I really do. We have 12 elves. We've got very nice top end. And some very explosive early turns. And of course we would want to draw resources. Alright, so that works. Now, don't be shy about using mulligans with in PvE. Just don't be. Like this deck, we want to have 2 resources in hand, at the very least at the start of the game. That's the minimum. And we want to have something that either gets us to the cards that play the big threats, or get one of these cards. So here we're going to go with Ruby on turn 3. And then we have a shot of drawing Majesty with Periwinkle or something else for the next turn. Ramp Bunny is a thing, right? But the problem with Ramp Bunny is that it costs 3. And this is not a deck that wants to be playing 3 drops. It's the only 3 drop that we play is Periwinkle because of the power level of the card, but you don't really want to get playing bunnies because they're turn 3. So what we want to be playing is a 4 cost on turn 2 or a 5 cost on turn 3. And the reason I'm playing Periwinkle is that she just, you know, help you draw as a 5 cost, and we can also just play 5 cost on turn 3 with her. So she's self-enabling and goes really well with the strategy, but if not, I wouldn't be playing her because she's 3. So do we go with double Zokor? Double Zokor? No, we just go with Crowd War here. Use the power, remove a blocker, then go nuts. Alright, Might Singer, Calamity. Sure. Don't mind me here. Casually attacking for upwards of 50 on turn. No, this is 20. Alright. Turn 4 here. They're talking about scam going around. People, be careful, I swear. I don't know, people do crap like that. That's a good information, random, but what's the scam? If you don't mind taking a minute here to relay us with the information, it would be great. So we had a win on turn 4, that's okay. That is okay. Alright, so Crowd War on turn 2. We will most definitely play that. Another Crowd War. That's we're doing this. Okay, so turn 2 Crowd War again. It's hard to beat getting Dreamweaver, Enchant, and Calamity, but we'll see. We will see. Okay, so this turn we remove a blocker. And we hit with Champion Power. Play Crowd War. Wow, okay. We're doing this. Invoker, Splinter Spline. I really love the 1 cost Orc for free. I really love them. Now, that's what we call a turn 2. Crowd War for 3. It's not enough though. That is what we call turn 2. That's great. I really love the Zokors with Swift Strike and Crush. They made for a good blocker. They make for a good blocker here, so just play Acorn for Ruby and play another Crowd Roar, removing a blocker, and that should be game. Why can we click on this one? We can play this? I don't understand. This... Oh, because we have Invoker. I do understand. I was like, what? Alright, use power. Remove a blocker. And play the Crowd Roar. Go big or go home. We're going to go big indeed. Alright, a whiff, but that's okay. We're attacking for quite a bunch here. Why not increase walking calamities damage? So turn 3 win. Just like that. Trade chat, they are talking. Idlov was doing a card for card trade rather than COD, and the other guy didn't send. Well, that's not a scam, really. It's just being courteous as a card trader. That's just, you know, there's no way in game to ensure a trade, a proper trade, if you want to go card for card. So you either, you know, ask the guy who's providing you the card to do a leap of faith and then send a card, or you just take the risk, and that's just how it is. So I mean, there might be multiple reasons why the other guy is not answering. There might be an urgent matter, it might just be scamming, it might be a lot of things. So it's always hard to assume that that's the scam per se, but that's just the nature of the way the game works right now, is that this cannot be avoided. That risk cannot be avoided. So just need to make sure that to stay clear of the risk for the most part. But yeah, sadly that's a thing, right? You can't rely on everyone. So here we are going to run this for wild, and we are going to do Majesty on turn 3. See if we can get some nice things. Alright, we're getting a bit behind here, but Majesty should ensure that we're not that behind. Majesty, what do we get? We get a lyricist. Wow. It's trained, but that is a problem. We got another Majesty coming. The problem is that we don't really have a choice but to block this guy. Yeah, that's a pain. We're running dangerously low here. I mean, good start against a slow start for us. Puck. That's an elf. We do need the next ruby threshold though. One thing that is good is that we can play Puck and then use holy water to remove a dead touch troop, to remove a zombie. So we're not dead yet. The one thing you need to be careful if you're playing that deck is that with the champion talent, the warrior talent, that yeah, we're dead. Okay, so that fight is the one fight that is problematic sometimes, is that, you know, you whiff on the Majesty and then you're just wrecked. Well, 750p is still a greater amount. I do agree that, you know, if someone wants something that you have, you ask them to make the leap of faith first, and then you ensure that you get whatever you want. Like the person requesting should be doing the, you know, you should be the one doing the leap of faith, not the one doing the leap of faith. And if the other party doesn't want to do the leap of faith, then there may be some shady things going on. Here, turn 2, we're going to remove the ghoul and pass the turn. That's one way to not lose the fight. Alright, we clearly don't want him to go up to 10. But here things gets interesting. Majesty on turn 3 again. Let's see what we get. Now this is clearly better. Oh yeah. Next turn we get a free card. The first card we play for the turn is free, and we can still draw a card with the... oh, we get a free Majesty here. I think we're taking the free Majesty, right? The first non-resource card. I don't think they stack well, so we're going to go with a Splinter Splam that is trained and now has double damage. Just play the double lyricist and attack with everything. And here we go. Another Splinter Splam. That is not trained though. It creates a copies, a Splinter Splam copy. Hey, we got a free Hork here. Let's just draw a card, a train card. And we have access to 5 resource. This one is free. So sadly Zokoi is not trained as well, so it doesn't really matter. We just played this guy. Well, we just attack. Let's just not complicate things. Let's just attack. Good old-fashioned attack for 30 damage. So here you see I'm taking a bit I'm playing around, I'm just trying to get these nice ends that are crazy, but if you want to be efficient with a deck like that, you can mow through this dungeon extremely quickly. I'm not sure that this is the best build for the last dungeon, however, since you do need some amount of removal for that dungeon, but you can clearly get it with Ruby and Wild, so it's not too troublesome. Here we don't have a Ruby for the Crowd Roars. And we might just be stuck, so I'm just going to redraw. This is way better, since we're, even without the champion power activation, we're playing Dreamweaver Enchant on 3. No problem. Actually, we could be playing Dreamweaver Enchant on 2. I think that's what we're going to do here. Mono Ruby Elf Warrior, I think, is the fastest. But I do like myself some ramp. I do like the ramp. Just play bigger things and do crazy, all sorts of crazy stuff. Alright. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. And we do get a Ruby shard, so yeah, we're going to play the Valor, but let's just try a train troop first. Another one of these. Alright. Play the Brave, attack with these two, get a 6 drop, and it's Balthazar! Drawing all the cards. Alright, next turn. We just attack for the win. Eternal Guardian and no removal needed. That's mostly true, but the last dungeon does have ways to go around some Eternal Guardians, so you still need to be careful about that. Alright, and the next turn, I really love this build right now. I'm not going to lie, I think we're very close to an optimal ramp deck for Ruby Wild here. I think the one card that doesn't really go well with this, what we're doing, the only card is Might Singer, but it's so strong that it just fills a gap in the deck. However, I'd love to find another troop in that slot, but I don't think we have another better troop than that in that slot. Just redraw here. I can live with that. Nah. Alright. This is city, but we'll see. We can draw a train troop on 2. We can play an invoker on turn 5 as it is, maybe earlier. Nice. Okay. We're progressing. Acorn. So here we could go with a Dreamweaver. We don't really want to attack there, so let's just pass a turn. Don't go crazy just yet. This is a mulligan to 5. Okay, that does work. So a ruby. I'd rather play my 5s. Art play, you know, just play my 5s and then Might Singer, perfect. Okay, so we get a ruby from that. Zokoi is trained. We're going to play him. Oh, that's 6 plus. This is 2. This is 7, 8. This is 10. We're at 10 right now. We're at 10 right now. Okay. Oh, we got Majesty. We still have at least one more turn, so we're definitely going for Majesty this here. Wow. Okay. We're going to have 2 combat phases though, so that's a silver lining, but I guess we're going for the Dreamweaver and the Might Singer. There's no going back this turn. Okay. This. And then... Alright, so do we want to improve Zokor or the Dreamweaver? We're going to improve the Dreamweaver. Maybe we'll get something with speed. And here we go. It's not the best way to win, but that still works. Yeah, Exokoi is strong enough. I am way behind on my schedule. And there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of reasons. Quick pro tip for anyone running Windows 10 right now. Windows will tell you that there's an update if you reboot, if you want to do it. That's a very big update. That's why right now my sound is not as good as it should be. Just before the stream, I updated as I thought it would take like 5 minutes. But it took close to 30 minutes. I had to start the stream late. And I worked all day yesterday. I wasn't able to prepare the stream. And this morning I worked as well, just before the stream. So I had nothing prepared this morning. That's why we skipped the meta review. So here we go. Do we have enough packs? All right, that's the big deal. So we're going to do open packs. We're opening, as we're doing each week here on a Sunday morning episode of the Learning Experience. We're going to open 5 packs, and the rares and or legendaries will be used as a giveaway. And what we do is that we open the packs and we try to identify what would be the card that we pick if we would be pack 1, pick 1 in a draft. This is the exercise we're doing today. So enough packs means for me that I have 5, because I do open 5 every week on the stream. So I want to make sure that I have 5. So here we have 9, so we're pretty much set. So let's go for the first one here. We do get a rare, and we're going to crack 5 packs. Pack 1, pack 2, pack 3, pack 4, pack 5. Alright, so here we look at the uncommons. We have Ashen Gravebane, that's the best playable in there. Looking at the commons, we've got a Acolyte, a Yodachi Brute, which is insanely good for a common. And we doesn't have a lot going on here. I think that my first pick, without, you know, considering the rare here, would clearly be the Brute. That's not even close. It's just standard card. This is the single common with the highest win rate, and it's still keeping that record. It's extremely strong. There's a very high correlation of this being in Dex and Dex winning. So, in my opinion, you take the Brute over most uncommons and most good commons as well. So, let's see what we have for the rare now. Titanospore. This is not a card you first pick. And it's a floor price rare, so we're not adding a lot of value to our giveaway pool right now, but you don't go Frostbite first pick though. Not when you have a Brute on the pack. I mean, higher win rate than Revenant. I didn't check the win rate of Revenant though. Revenant should be up there for sure, but Brute was over 60 last time I checked, if I remember correctly. Alright, so that was the first pack. Not very exciting, but I think I would have taken a Brute here. So let's just get the second pack going. We get another rare. Now the uncommon, we have Mama Yeti. That's always a controversial first pick here. Valorizing, Astral Sight, Pop, we don't have a lot, right? Besides Mama Yeti, we've got Fire in the Hole and Bring to Justice. Now the big question. Brute is number 4, but it should be number 1 with the within the commons. So here it's Mama Yeti, Bring to Justice, and Fire in the Hole. I'm not a fan of Mama Yeti first pick ever. We don't even know that we'll be able to play the card. And we see two very high impact, very good commons here that go into straight up go in any Diamond or Ruby deck. Diamond to me right now is the best shard to be in because it pairs really well with Blood. Also pairs really well with Ruby, which are the two main archetypes that are winning. So here I would go with the Bring to Justice. You know, if the rare is not good, just to keep my options open. I know I'm not going to get a lot of Ruby pack 2 and pack 2, but pack 3 I'm still going to be able to cut Ruby, and this pack I'm still going to be able to cut the next Ruby cards as well if I need Ruby to go with the Diamond. So I'm not too scared about passing these Ruby cards. And Mama Yeti early in a draft is just a trap most of the time. So let's see. Well of Hatred. This is roughly the value of a pack, right? So definitely I would take this over the Mama Yeti. If you mean to win the draft, I think you go with Bring to Justice. If you just want to take value, you take the Well, of course. Well of Hatred, let's see. It's not too bad, right? It's worth a pack. I think and it's Blood Ruby. I still think I would go with Bring to Justice here, but if you want that, you want value, you get the Well of Hatred, but passing Fire in the Hole, Bring to Justice, and Mama Yeti is just asking to lose the first round. So I think even for value, it's still just worth a pack. So I don't know. You can easily win the first round even if you don't have the Bring to Justice here, but if you mean to win, you take Bring to Justice if you don't look at the value. But we do have a nice card for the giveaway though. Well of Hatred, that's nice. That's pretty nice. Your chance of getting a Baby Yeti is not that high actually. People are taking Baby Yeti early. As it does enables another Mama Yeti here in the uncommon. I think that's the only one we really want to keep an eye on. In the common on this side we have Brunette, Clash, Okay, Firebrand is a very high pick. Priest is definitely a good pick if there's nothing else really. I think here right now would be the Firebrand. Not taking the Mama Yeti. As a personal opinion, you should not be first picking Mama Yeti. Just a gamble. And you take that gamble if the pack is really bad. But if you have Firebrand in the pack, you don't gamble on Mama Yeti, you just take the Firebrand. And you let someone else gamble on the Mama Yeti. And since you know that you're passing a Mama Yeti, you can very well be cutting the Baby Yetis as well. So, Firebrand is just so good. So let's see what the rare is. Fierce Justicar, Swift Strike 3243. That has some no upside in limited. It's still pretty good, but you're not taking it over the Firebrand though. I think Firebrand here is a clear choice. I'm not too scared about passing Ruby because Ruby is so deep in this set that if you want Ruby, you'll get some. Usually you'll get some. So Firebrand should be another floor price rare. So yeah, that's not too great for value today. But we do have a Well of Hatred, so that's nice. Let's take the fourth pack here, see what we get. Maybe we get a legendary this time. No legendary. Alright, the uncommon, we have Lava Ship. Mama Yetis everywhere, right? But we do have a Lava Shaper, so the rule in draft, pack 1, pick 1, is that if you see Lava Shaper, you stop there, you take it. You just take it. Alright, so let's just get out of this out of the way. You take Lava Shaper first, unless this is a very high value rare or a Bombi rare. I'm not even sure that there's rare that are better than Lava Shapers in limited, to be honest. Elder of Lost Ages is definitely a very strong card. And actually it might just be one of the few rares that I would take over Lava Shaper. The first because it's in Diamond, and second because it's a 2-for-1. It's an evasive flight troop 2-for-1, 4 attack. Yeah, I think I'd be taking the Elder here. It's crazy to think that I would pass a Lava Shaper, but I like to be in Diamond. And this is just a 2-for-1, and it's an evasive threat. I mean, it works so well with Gorn. There's so much thing going on here. I think Elder of Lost Sages is a pick, but I'd be interested to know what you guys think, because this is not an easy one. This is not an easy one. Elder of Lost Ages. It's nice to have an Elder here. It's seeing play right now. It constructed in ladder, so in the Ardent Crusader deck. Very cool card. I think Elder is right. Yeah, I do think Elder is the pick here. Even if we don't consider signaling at all, I think it's still the power is there, and you have the upside of signaling that Ruby might just be open, and you're not sending anything diamond related. You're not sending anything crazy in blood as well. It is unlikely that you get a bonus back with this pack, but you're not going to get a cremate, but still, Elder of Lost Sages is just winning games. It's just a beating. Even if it would be a 4-2 flight for 4, it would still be a bomb in limited. So, you know, the fact that it just gets back for free and it doesn't revert, that's just insane. It goes very well with Valor, it goes very well with Gorn, with Rage. So, yeah, taking this one. Alright, we're getting a few chests to roll as well for our own entertainment. Here is the last pack of this morning. We get a legendary! Legendary hype! The price pool is going to go up. The price pool, the hype. So this is going to be interesting because when we look at the uncommons, we do have the Range Marauder, which is it really is a bomb in limited. So this is one of the highest pick you can get for Ruby is Marauder. So Clearly, it's fairly good. Looking at the comments, don't have anything that comes close to it. Ironsmith and Fire in the Hole is pretty great as commons first pick when you don't have Bombi uncommons or rares. Aerialist is great, but let's not kid ourselves. There's only very few legendary cards where you wouldn't pick it. So just for value, right? Let's see. Do we get a legendary card for the giveaway that is better than a Marauder? Up to now, since we started to do this series for the learning experience, we opened 4 legendaries. We opened 3, and I'm not kidding. We opened 3 Psychic Ascension and a Unbound 1. These were the 4 legendaries that we opened so far in 5 episodes. So, and now we get a 5th one. What is the 5th one? Is it a Might Singer? Is it a Matriarch? Is it a Dark Heart of Nilzen? That would be cool. Dreamweaver Ancient. Crazy. Crazy stuff can be happening here. So here we go. Clicking on the legendary here for the giveaway. That would be Zanya's Blood Fist. Now this is a bomb as well in limited. I think we would be picking Zanya's here for the pick. I don't think there would be she's so great, she's so aggressive. If there's a reason to go Blood Ruby early, that's this card. This is clearly a reason to go into Blood Ruby very early in the draft. And you might just be able to get the uncommon as well, because it tends to go a bit later. So Xenia here, I think, is the pick, hands down. So yeah, Speed Crush 1/4. When this attacks troops in your hand gets Rage 1. Assault, this gets Rage 1. So let's just do a price check real quick, Xenia, to see what we're working with. Yeah, it's not a high-priced legendary, but it's still, you know, mostly worth a pack. So we've got about 2 packs worth of giveaway here. It's not too bad. I think that's worthwhile. I think that's worthwhile. So for the giveaway this morning, we're going to give to one person a Titanospore, a Well of Hatred, a Fierce Justicar, Elder of Lost Ages, and Xenia's Blood Fist. So what you need to do, just be active in the chat. That's the only thing you need to be doing. Just say something as a chat. In my chat, the best way to do it in CoachFliperon's chat is to flip some tables. And yeah. But you just need to write anything really, and you'll be able to participate in the giveaway for these nice cards here. Let's see, giveaway. Why isn't it working? Wait, the giveaway screen, it's not registering right now, is it? Uncheck winners, announce winners, keyword and spam, tooltip, alright. Active timeout, 15 minutes timeless. Okay. And active, no keyword. It doesn't reset status roll. Yeah, the giveaway doesn't seem to be working right now. Let's try to set a keyword. Keyword would be cards. Exclamation point cards. No, just card. Let's just try that. Let's see if it works. Cards. And you guys try to write cards in the chat to see if it works, because it seems that the tool here is not working. Huh. I guess we're going to do giveaways the old-fashioned way. Yeah, that's not working. That's let me try to close it and see if it works again. Eklotan, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. So let's just try one more time to open a giveaway screen. Active keyword. Yeah, it seems to be broken right now. So we're going to Giant Flower, thanks for the follow, appreciated. I'm going to use a random function in a web browser, and we're going to look at the I'm just going to go through the list in the viewer list, and we're going to do it like that. So the good old rand.com, random.com, right? Was it? Yeah, it was random.com, and it doesn't. Random.org. Alright, so here we go. Min 1, max, what's the attendance right now? It's about 40-ish, 50, so let's just go with 50. And generate a number, 36, so let's see, here, 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, Kench is 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tindy, you're winning. You are the winner. The winner is Tidin. So you need to be active in the chat right now. Just tell me your in-game name. Actually, let me try to see if you have an in-game name. Set it up here. Tidin. Alright, here you go, sir. You just won the card, so. Alright, so we're going to be sending the cards here, and for the remainder of the time that I have, about 50 minutes, what should we do? That's the big question. Tidin. Alright, so winner is Tidin, and you win. Alright, thanks for watching, and attach, and Arena's in arena. I hate you. I hate you. I encountered Urunas this week with a brew for the arena playing the War Party guide, and I got crushed by Urunas and I lost. And it was very sad. I have a video for it, but I'm not sure I want to show it because it just breaks my heart every time. Let's just go. Okay, so Titanospore 1, and the next one is Well of Hatred. Here it is, and then Justicar Rizalai. Justicar. Okay, that works. Elder of Last Ages. We got one. And Blood Fist. Wow, I already had a preset. Attach. Here are the cards for the giveaway today. Send to Titan. And send mail. Alright. Giveaway's done. Do we have... oh, we have 3 common chests to roll. So let's see if I can be lucky here. And find something nice. Wow. Alright, getting a pack. No problem. No problem at all. I love myself some free packs. That is for sure. Let's see the next one. I'd love to get some sleeves. I'm still missing 2 sleeves here. The ends. Alright. No sleeves. And the last one here is all ends. So 3 rolls, all ends 3 times. That's a bit weird. There was a booster pack in the chest in your booster pack. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So maybe what we do next, just to mix things around then, with the team of PvE, do some Frustrating Arena. So I've been toying with a deck here, and if you're following the forums, there's a nice post about the Frustrating Arena tier list. So if you want to go in there, that's a pretty great information on nice decks. I've been trying a few. And where is it? Life 2, I think that's this one. Yeah. So this is a War Party Guide deck. But I think the next iteration I wanted to do is remove this one. Remove this one. Go with the Timist. And yeah. 4. Go with the weapon equip. And it's very close. So do we go? Maybe we can try to make this mono diamond. So if we would want to make this mono diamond, what do we do? Remove these. Remove these. And let's try to go mono diamond. We want ardent troops. Want troops that provide life. I guess we're going to go with Crusader. With flight. How do we go big? Huh. Cloudwalk deck. No, I didn't. Cloudwalk deck. Cloudwalk. Cloudwalk. So how do we do this? There's a target troop gets flight. When this deals damage to an opposing champion, target troop in your hand with flight gets. You can play this for free. So you just play a free card. You want to have 1-drops. And then you play Cloudwalk and a bunch of flight troops that you play for free. It's not too bad, but I don't know. I think I'd rather be playing. You know what? You know what I'd really like to be playing right now. So let's just hit a new deck. You want to close this deck anyway? Confirm. Okay. I didn't try to make an Angel of Foresight deck with the new set, so we're just going to do that. Wait, Frustrating Arena. Alright, so we're doing Angel of Foresight. That's what we're doing. Yes and yes. So that's the core of the deck. I would usually pair it with Wild. But what do you guys think? So I think we want, what do we want? We want focus. That's a nice action. We want, what do we want? Change course. Do we want change course? Let's see. We want actions. Actions. Alright, so we've got focus. With the new set, show all. I think we want some amount of... Lanipus site, maybe? With the new set, that's great. I think we do want some... Masteries of Time. Maybe not 4, but we'll see. I usually like 1 scheme. I usually like one scheme. What else do we have? What is that? Surf time is the only action in the deck. I know there are builds where Mastery of Time is the only action in the deck, but you know it's just as good if you get something else. But having high chance of getting Mastery of Time, I agree, is great. We could run a few transmogs just to deal with troops. That's usually not something you have in these builds. I guess you want either Time Ripple or change Time Ripple or Crackling Tide. Actually, let's try Tides. So this is what we're doing. And I think I really love the ramp in we likely want some Renlock. Yeah, let's just reset the filters. Let's just go with Renlock. Do we go 4? I guess these would be the only troops, kinda. Did we go with that? Renlock. Reset filters, the chest and the gloves. Seems like a plan. Now, we don't have a lot of card draw. Yeah, we don't have a lot of card draw right now. Let's see. We got Chlorophilia for 1. That's nice. That's pretty great in a build like that to have 1 cost actions. Actually, we can go Braves. Maybe we want more card draw. What's the when the singer? This is a gloves equip. Can we spare the glove equip? When the starter enters play, you put an action and equip it into your hand. Yeah, I guess we can spare the glove equip. For this, anything we draw becomes quick. It's just a nice top end for the deck as well. See here, going like that, and so we manage the board with the transmographides and the schemes. We get the +1/+1 every time you play an action, and you draw a card when you play an action. So we've got a bunch, like 1 cost actions in this deck, in these decks. Marauder. Yeah, Slithering Marauder. So let's see. -1 cost in all zones for each action in your crypt. When this enter play, you may have target action in your crypt. Gets void this, then play that action for free. When this deals combat damage to an opposing champion, you may target an action in your crypt. Gets void this, then play that action for free. So in your crypt. This has gloves and head. Start of your turn, create a random action and shares a name with that action, with an action in your deck, and put it into your crypt. Oh, I know. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. That's not what we're doing. Let's see. I know what we're doing. Let's transmog. Let's just go with another transmog since it's a 1 cost action. And we're missing a key part of the party here, Lady Devonshire. And she has boots. At the start of the turn, create a random action, put it into your hand. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to this by zombies, but we're definitely using the boots here. So that is what we're doing. Nice. So Focus, Transmogrifate, Chlorophilia, and Mastery of Times. And the rest should be actions. Just shame the actions lady makes are weird colors. Alright, so that works. We can shave one Mastery of Time for a scheme. I think that's sensible. I love that change. Now, this is likely going down the Winter Moon path. Here. Ideally, we want one cost actions, really. So let's see, one cost actions. What do we have as one cost action in this new world? Chronic Madness? No. Create a copy of target troop you control that shares a class with you and put into your hand. Coyotel Mage. This is a spirit. This is an avatar. This is a mage. Create a copy of target troop you control that shares a class with you. That could be a whole deck. Create a copy of target troop you control that shares a class with you and put into play. Yeah. Oaken Ceremony to get the angels is great. That works well. Runs of the leaders to have you know, blockers. That's also pretty solid in this kind of deck. Cloud +1 +3. No frostbite. No, I don't think so. We don't want cards that have conditions. We want to just play cards. Harvest Moon is interesting. Next troop in deck gets gain 4. We don't have a lot of troops though. We have 4, 8, 14 troops. But I could get behind the Harvest Moons. Instead of generating blockers. Oh, that's what we're running. And there's a glove equipped. We're clearly running Morphology here. Put like a card in Controller hand, then transform that card into a random action of the same card shard. We're running Morphology for sure. What's the glove equip here? When this starts ready into play, put target action you equip into your hand. Is that better than Morphology? It is likely going to be better, but Morphology answers anything on the board, really. So maybe we don't need Transmogrify. We still have room for 2 more actions at the very least. So I like Morphology here. I think the best card we could get is just going to be either Peak or this is an Angel of Foresight deck, so let's just put in some Oakenj. The curve is pretty low, but we do want 5 resources, so let's just stick with 24 for now. And let's just reset the filters. And I think we're going to be okay. Whoa, cost. Wait. We have this shard. Do we have any other shards really? We don't have a well. That's a pain. We don't have enough Coyotals for... Huh. I guess we run Prism. This is not a fast deck, so we can afford to run these. And we're clearly more into Sapphire than anything else. So Oakenj or Peak. I guess Peak is just better in this setup. Yeah, we're just going to run Peak, so maybe 4 Peaks, right? Just run Peak. Yeah, we're playing very heavy in Sapphires, so peak makes sense. And for the rest, we're just going to run with something like 12.6. That's 28 shards. Okay, so 14. No, we need to be at 16, 20, 24. All right, so that works. Let's see where we sit right now. We've got equips. We've got a bunch of one-cost actions. That would be the kind of deck that loves a Cyclone Shaper, though. Pack Hunter. No, we don't want more angels. We really just want one. And then we just want to draw some cards. So Archmage draws some card. Focus gets the cards, and Peaks does get the cards, and maybe we just keep Morphology as a catch-all, and we add three change course. Yeah, we run 4 change course. So all the selections. We really want more selection, and we run 2 morphologies. Just two morphologies and more answers. Yeah, let's just run with that. So we've got the mother of all selection. We've got 4 focus, 4 change course, 4 peaks. We don't draw a ton of cards, but we're going to generate angels, and we want to be heavy in the 4 ofs. That's the thing. All right. I think this is where we're going, and we're really running wild for Braves and Chlorophilia to just have more access to more resources, though. We could run one Psychic Ascension instead of one of the change course. I guess that works. Let's try this build here. See if it. I really don't want. Yeah, 2 with Lady Devonshire is bad. But I do like the scheme. We could run. Yeah, scheme and Psychic Ascensions are really great. So let's just try this one. Sleeves. Let's run this. Seems to be appropriate with the color team. And rename deck. Let's just go. This is PvE. This is Sapphire. Wild. Foresight. Foresight is going to be extremely crazy once we have multiplayer. For the control player to be able to spawn a ton of troop that draws cards is just crazy good. It's really hard to miss. So I'm not in love with the shard here that we're playing, but with set 6 this deck is just going to be better. Well, let's just give it a run. Yeah, let's just give it a run in the Frustrating Arena, and that's going to be the last thing we do here on the stream today. Psychic, HEXperience, sidekick. We already had a run going, but yeah, let's just remove that. Alright, 3,000 gold, that's nice. Frustrating Arena. Skip intro. We've got PvE, Foresight. Alright. So here we want to have a big board with a bunch of Angel of Foresights, really. That's what we want to achieve, like the maximum number of Angel of Foresights before we win. I think that's the goal with the deck. This is not going to be quick. So I guess we keep. Nah, we got a Freeman again, so we're going to use it. This is way better. Okay, so here we go. So Sapphire from the Prism. Actually, that was an error. It should have been the... since we drew a Brave, it should have been White and a Brave first, but we're going to work with it. Second turn, Brave and Focus. We got Mastery of Time here, so second turn, Brave, Focus into another Sapphire Shard to play able to play turn 3 Renlock, and this should be enough. Turn 3 Renlock with a few peaks, and yeah, that works. Alright, so here we go. Renlock. Get the focus back. And then pass a turn. Next turn we're going to just draw a bunch of cards, and hopefully we get to the Angel of Foresight quickly. And we do. Alright. So here what we do is we play the Angel of Foresight, and hopefully Arcane Focus gets Prophecy. No, we don't get. Okay. It didn't get really impacted, but wow, okay. I guess we're taking the Angel of Foresight. Scheme doesn't have Foresight. None of the cards in our hand has Foresight, so that's a bit of a pain, but here we're set it up for the win pretty easily. So peak for 2. Actually, we might just Mastery of Time at that point. Yeah, it's just going to be Mastery of Time. Another Sapphire Threshold, so Mastery of Time. Oh, we get a Arcane Focus that draws a card because of Archmage Renlock and create an Angel of Foresight. Let's just take the shard. And attack. This is not too bad, right? Turn 5 for this board. Yeah, that works. And we play the Mastery of Time. We've got Psychic Ascension here. Yeah, I guess we're putting this back into the deck. And passing the turn. Another one. Okay, so we definitely play this. We attack first, and then we really want to get. Oh, I should have schemed the Mastery of Times. Alright, so scheme the Mastery of Time. Hey, we got one. Alright, so scheme the last Mastery of Time. And we do get to Mastery of Time. That creates an Angel. And we draw another card, which is a created Mastery of Time. Just put the scheme back. And we got a win! On turn 5. Turn 5 is not too bad, right? We got to go off here. So that's pretty great. Works well. Warbot is pain in the ass, really, but that's what he is. But with a deck like that, we're not really, you know, the way we're investing on the board is by playing actions, so it doesn't really matter. We're keeping this. Going to go Sapphire first. Yeah, so we're going to go Wild. Next turn we can play Chlorophylla and Peak. Okay, so Chlorophylla. Just Peak. For a change course. Get these back into the deck. Turn 3. The goal of the deck is turn 3 Angel of Foresight or turn 3 Archmage Renlock. If we do that, we're good. Oh, Lady Devonshire, that's great. So here we go, turn 3 Angel of Foresight. Do we get any of these with the Foresight line? We don't, alright. so if he doesn't use his power, yeah, we're dead. Yeah, that angel's not living. Alright, we tried. Brave. Huh. This should be another sapphire threshold. So we could change course Lady Devonshire, or I think I love Lady Devonshire and Brave first. This is at the start of the turn, right? Okay. So next turn we play change course, we play Mastery of Time, or change course, and we start going off. Alright. Where do we go with that? Hey, Gazeroni, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Eric Kodak was supposed to work. Practice game and made infinite prestidigitation and spawn an action that I could play for free. Right, that's not supposed to work. Good story here. Okay, so random actions here are a bit weird. We're going to change course first. Oh, a Chlorophylla with a Foresight line. That's exactly what we want. We're doing this. Alright, so... even draws a card. And then we don't have a Mastery of Time with Foresight, but that's okay. Going to... let these sit in the crypt for now. And then get an additional turn. This is not copy. Alright, so these are not Foresight actions. Let's try to see if we can get one. Focus. Guess we want more. We don't need more Archangels at this point. We do want to keep 5 for Mastery of Time, I guess. So Mastery of Time, and then attack with the Angel to get a Mastery of Time. Alright. Horrors of War. Okay, so we have enough for a decent peak here. No Foresight. Oh, we have a Foresight and it copies itself. So yeah, we're going to Morphology here. Morphology this and this, and get some angels. One here. We get only one. It doesn't work with the copies. That's a bug, but that's okay. So let's just play Mastery of Time now is as Foresight. Attack with everything, and we're going to win on turn. This is turn 5, right? Turn 4, turn 5. I feel like it's turn 5 or 6. Chlorophylla. That copies. It's great. And create some angels. Nothing wrong with that. And then we're short on Mastery of Time at this point, but that's not a problem. Chlorophylla, focus, change course. So Chlorophylla, that copies, and create some angels. And maybe we become the Paragon of Thought before the end of this turn. Let's see if we can find it. Create more Angel of Foresight, create copies. Wow. Yeah, I want to scheme with all the angels. Alright. Angels copy, angels copy. Actually, want more change course. Alright, so we're going to scheme and create a bunch of Angel of Foresights for a 0-cost Psychic Ascension, right? Will the copy be costing 0? I don't think so. That's what we want to identify here. So let's try this. Copies doesn't cost 1. Doesn't cost 0. Let's just take this guy. Ramp some more. And yeah, they're 15 cost, so that's a bit sad, but that's okay. And we got a peak. Peak for 6. That creates a bunch. That creates a bunch of angels. Maybe we can get the Paragon of Thought running here. Ta-da! We don't. Oh, that's sad. Why not just get another Chlorophylla that create a million of copies? In a deck like that, you like to have one escalation card just to have it send in the back and then reuse it. So maybe we want to run one Chronic Madness, just to have an action that just gets back. So just want more Chlorophyllias that duplicates and do all sorts of nice things. All right, Warbot, your turn. Your turn. I'm not giving up on the dream of becoming a Paragon of Thought right now, so let's just play Chlorophylla. Draws cards. Resolve. Change course. Will we be able to get something? Psychic Ascension. Yes. Yes. We did. All right. Yeah, actually the equipment on the equipment on Lady Devanchario that creates random action is just bad. Bad interaction because we're stuck with these cards that absorb the Angel of Foresight's power that we cannot use. So we're just going to change the deck real quick. Remove that equipment that just doesn't work. Yoo-hoo! Yeah, I guess we could run one Crash of Beast. Well, that's 3 cost. Yeah, that's something, right? When you minus 104. Okay. Right now my computer is just it's just not liking what I'm doing. I'm streaming, I'm recording, I'm speaking through a microphone. There's some audio processing going on, and I'm just asking the game to run these numbers. So maybe we want one Crash. One Crash instead of a Psychic Ascension because it doesn't just work well. And we're removing the boot equip here. Do we have any equipment for the deck? For the feet? We just have this one, but it's bad. So we're just not going to run it. I think I love the scheme. I'm not sure about Morphology here. Maybe we just don't run Morphology. But that's a nice catch-all though. However, if we don't run Morphology, maybe we run more Crash of Beasts. Just more actions that create troops, and that's just what we're doing. So the big addition here is not much. It's change course. Did we add anything else that from set 5? I don't think so. Go first. No ramp. Yeah, I guess. That works fine. So, wild. And we really only need 2 wild for this, and then we're good, so... Just going to... run change course here. Put some things in the crypt as well. Nice. We even get to have a Mastery of Time that draws a card in our deck now. We're not going to get a turn 3 Angel of Foresight, but we're going to be in a decent shape for turn 4. Yeah, talk about a decent shape, right? So Chlorophylla, then we get the other Sapphire Threshold, and then we put them back in the deck because we really wouldn't mind to draw them. And actually we're going to go with Crash of Beasts. And next turn, we play an Angel of Foresight and we start winning. I don't think we get any advantage by going up to 6 resource this turn, so I'm just going to get another Sapphire Threshold, pass the turn. So this is turn 4. We might be going off on turn 5. This one is not Foresight. Does not have Foresight, so here we block and another Angel of Foresight. So maybe we want to go down up to 3 Angel of Foresights. Let's just attack first. Alright, see what we draw. Scheme. Scheme is nice. Scheme for Mastery of Time, and then Crash of Beasts, and then put these 2 into the deck and pass a turn. Alright, here we go. There's blockers right now. That's sad. Not getting any draw here is bad, but I guess we could just attack with everything, see if the AI wants to block the Angel of Foresight. It appears it does. So we're getting rid of these 2, and we're definitely getting rid of this guy. Put another one into play. Pass the turn. We might get... no, we're... okay, so we might just be good here. So let's see if we can proc Foresight on the Chlorophylla. We didn't, so we're just going to attack first. See if we can get a Foresight action. A Mastery of Time that is not Foresight, but... let's just get these into the deck. But now we do have 2 Angel of Foresight in play with a Mastery of Time. If he doesn't play any Flight Blocker, we're good. Crash of Beasts with Foresight. We're playing this before. We're playing Mastery of Time. It did get a Foresight. Here we go. So we're pretty much set here. Chlorophylla, change course. Chlorophylla that creates 3 angels and draws a card. Falling Brave. And then we're going to draw the whole deck. There's and we just win on the spot. So turn 5 or 6 win again. So it's really a turn 5 win deck, like turn 5 or turn 6. It takes long, you know, it's long to play, but it's kind of fun, right? We're seeing all these troops, and when we get I can't wait to get rating in this game, because usually you get like 1 healer, 1 damage dealer, and 1 control in TCG's multiplayer. And when you have a control player like that, or an healer that can just produce an infinite amount of troops, that's just insane. So you're both the control and the damage dealer. That's just crazy. This is a nice hand. So we're looking at Angel of Foresight on turn 3 here. White Shard, Chlorophylla, and alright, so the next one would be okay, so we could go for Prism here. Yeah, let's go for Prism. for a Sapphire Shard. Then we go Arcane Focus. And I guess we take another one. Actually like the Brave here. Just to get some more ramp. So that turn 3 we have access to 5. Alright, so it seems that the AI doesn't want me to have ramp. We're still playing Angel of Foresight on the 3 though. And a scheme. What? The game doesn't want me to play Angel of Foresight on turn 3? What? What is happening here? Come on. Game? What are you doing to me? We're giving a ton of free turns to our opponent right now. That's not to our favor. Alright, please don't skip the turn. Okay, that was weird. And he killed the Foresight, the Angel of Foresight. Alright. Giving a few free turns to your opponent might just be bad for you. Remember that. Sure. So, scheme on Mastery of Time. Get Angel of Foresight and scheme back. Play Arcane Focus. Get Lady Devonshire. And we can play. Get a Brave. That's going to be fairly close here. So I guess we avoid F then for now. Just trade with this guy. 6 health. Drawing a shard doesn't really help. So we might just be dead next turn. Let's see. Alright, we take 5. We've got one more turn. Drawing a Arcane Focus would be nice. Crash of Beast, that creates an Angel of Foresight, no. So we're just dead. Alright. Turns out giving free turns to your opponent is very deadly. Yeah, losing streaks are the worst, so you just need to step down and come back later. Alright, so Sapphire into... Because we're playing against the Blunt Sphinx, I will keep that end. We're going to be on turn 2 playing a double Arcane Focus, so... We've got all the tools that we need. And passing the turn. Alright, so... Double Focus into a Peak and a Shard, please. We looked at 4 cards up to now, no shards. Alright. No shard. At least we're not getting a free turn to the Sphinx. We got a shard. Let's see if we can get another one. Sure. We're getting Sapphire here. I guess I'd rather be playing Peak next turn. Alright. Alright, okay, so what do we do? We want resources, right? So we're playing Prism for a wild. Then we change course or Peak. Think we change course. Nice. Oh, next turn we play Angel of Foresight. And after that we can get the ball running, so... Angel of Foresight. When you read this action in your deck or end. Okay, not encrypt. So we're just going to pass a turn. It's going to get killed, but that's okay. No kill and an opposing Renlock. Okay, so he wants to throw down. We even get a shard. Alright, so Foresight on the peak here is likely what we're going to play. Is it? Or do we attack and see if we get a Foresight Mastery of Time first? Guess that's the sensible thing to do. And we get a Chlorophylla. That's nice. I will return the Chlorophylla in one of the focus in a deck and play Mastery of Time. Then another shard, that's perfect. Alright, and we got all the thresholds that we need. Now, do we play another Angel of Foresight? I think we play the peak with Foresight. Get a Mastery of Time. No, that didn't work out. But we could get the Arcane Focus that copies and draws a card. We're not going to be able to play Mastery of Time this turn. We want to be playing as many Foresight cards as possible. So this and Crash of Beast now. I guess what we're playing is Renlock. And get a Arcane Focus that creates a Foresight. And attack. And Chlorophylla. All the Arcane Focuses and pass a turn. We should be able to attack for the win next turn. No! He attacks with Renlock, and you know what? I'm going to block it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so first thing first. Foresight. I think I love Lady Devonshire here. I love Chlorophylla. That creates an Angel of Foresight. Alright. Copies and create Angel of Foresights. Sure. Actually, we get the Chlorophylla. Chlorophylla being free actually is just insane. Get some more Angel of Foresights. He's going to Extinction next turn, but I just want to get the ball rolling on the Angels and pass the turn. Extinction again! Alright. So now we got peaks with Foresight, so that is exactly what we'll be going at the end of his turn to create the maximum number of Angels. So we're just going to play the Brave and put back into the deck the Chlorophyllas that create Foresights and pass the turn. So at the end of his turn we're going to have an army of Angels. And we win. So change course. Going to get the Chlorophylla. Peak. We want to get a shard at some point, so another Chlorophylla. Peak. We get a Crash of Beast with a ton of lines. And then another peak. Hey, thanks for the follow, Fred. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Fred, aren't you the one who's managing and owning the X Tournament website? If I'm not mistaken, that's you, right? Let's see. I guess we have enough to win now. And we successfully dodged extinction. That's the big thing. Orion Winsome, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Oh no! Ripple on one of the angels. What will we be doing? Hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the awesome website, sir. Appreciate it. I really do. And I do use it quite frequently. So, Sphinx was a pain, and it took a very long time to win, but I think, do we keep this? We do keep this, right? There's a lot of conflicting thresholds here, but what do we want more? I think we just want Braves. If we could draw Brave here, just to, you know. Okay, so the first one is going to be Sapphire. And the next one we do Chlorophylla. We get a Ward Shard from a shard of Instinct, and then we play Chlorophylla. I'm only getting that started. That's a great news. That's great news. I love that. Alright, so here Chlorophylla. And we are going to be able to play Angel of Foresight on turn 3 again. You need to know about this website for sure. So Fred, go ahead, do your plug. Give it your best sales speech here. Sell it to the viewers. Maybe you can even get some nice donations going after that. That would be nice. That would be super nice. Alright, here we go. Oh no, right with Master Moss. What will we do? We can Mastery of Time, but let's just attack first. Drop Peak. Just Mastery of Time. Alright. We draw Change Course. Do we have something that has Foresight? Maybe Scheme. Scheme has Foresight, so just attack, see what we get. We might be giving a turn off here, getting a turn off. Chlorophylla, that does have Foresight, so I want to play Chlorophylla with Foresight. I think I'm playing Renlock into a Chlorophylla that has Foresight. Okay, that works. Into a Brave. And putting these two back into the deck. Now, we are not taking another turn though, but we're killing the opponent on the next one. So that would be turn 5. Yeah. So we get a kill on turn 5. We would really love to get a Mastery of Time, so let's just duplicate the Mastery of Times. Play the Shard before combat. Let's just play a Peak for 3. Do we have 1 angel and 2 angels? So let's just play the 2 angel version here that peaks for 3. It's not enough. Let's just get a Shard. And then we attack with the angels. And not the Renlock though. A Mastery of Time, and we win. Alright, so turn 5 win again. So it seems to be a lot longer than turn 5 wins, but because there's a lot of interaction. But usually that's a turn 4, turn 5-ish kind of win deck. It's just that there's so many interactions that it makes for very long games. Yeah, the information there is really great. If I'd have one suggestion, Fred, is that You know, when you go and look at the, actually, let me just open the website on stream for a second here. One thing that I'd like to be able to do, and I'm not sure how much work it would be for you, is when you go with the draft archetypes, and let me just open this, draft archetypes and draft cards picks. You have the stats for the last draft, well, since the website started, right? But it would be very interesting to be able to put a filter on the dates, right? So say I would want to know what's going on in draft for the last week, to be able to select the dates here. You know, being able to have the information since the start of the meta is nice, but at some point these numbers are not moving much because you're just accumulating more data on a very large sample. So something nice that we could have would be being able to, you know, select dates here. But I'm, you know, the website is insanely good. Continue doing what you're doing. You're just providing an awesome tool to the community. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Alright, seems that X just crashed here, so let's just restart it real quick. Multiple X clients freezing at the same time, it does not bode well. I can tell you that. Let's see. Yeah, I understand that, you know, if your data is not structured to have a filter on the dates there, it's just a pain. And you have a lot of queries to update to make sure that they do take into account the dates here, and that's a lot of work. I know firsthand about that. I do a lot of reporting at work, so. Wow, that's a pretty long loading time right there. Maybe something's going on. Let me just check on the... Huh. Let's just check the Twitter feed here, see what's happening. Huh. Wow, X might just be down here. Here it is. No, I don't see anything really. Huh. Okay, so we might be, I guess that would be a good time to end the stream now. I mean, I'm at the end of my window here, and X doesn't seem to be answering, so that will be all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, you can find me on Twitch, on Twitter, and on YouTube. I've been having a rough time uploading YouTube videos recently, but hopefully this will be fixed for this weekend. I am going to start playing some Civilization 6 when it comes out. There might be a few, you know, out of schedule streams related to that in the very near future. So that's something that you're interested in. We're going to have some fun with that. For the rest, I guess that's CoachFliperon signing off. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys.